Hey folks, I'm Marcos. Did you know that over 5 million people trust the fine folks at Manscaped? Hey Gertz, could you scoot the mic or the camera over a little bit? That way it's framed a little bit better. There we go. That way, because people can see when I use Manscaped. See, I use the face shaver, but not very recently. You can see a little bit right there. But here's the thing. You out there, I know you're looking hairy if you haven't bought any of the finest Manscaped products. And I think that's a shame because Manscaped has been a fine sponsor for years now. That's like multiple years. That's a years with an S. And you know what? We appreciate the fine folks at Manscaped for giving us that sweet, sweet smoothness that we all need. Folks, be sure to go to manscaped.com. Use coupon code MEX20 for 20% off and free shipping. Oh my goodness, Valentine's Day's coming up. If you have a lovely lady or man that needs some impressing, are you doing faces behind there? I'm glad. Keep doing them. If you have a man or a woman, or a they, them, that you want to impress with a smooth body, or a sculpted beard, or anything of the sort, go to manscaped.com and get yourself, I don't know, maybe the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra, the ultimate in men's grooming. And other people's grooming. It's people's grooming, you know? It's called Manscaped, but you can call it Humanscaped if you want. But that comes with the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra Groin and Body Hair Trimmer, the Weed Whacker 2.0 Ear and Nose Hair Trimmer, Crop Soother Ball Aftershave Lotion, and more. And you get a choice of underwear for free. I use them all the time, and they keep me from chafing together and all that stuff. And I'm a hairy guy, but not anymore with all the products in Manscaped. Actually, one more thing. Just in case you don't know, this is what I use to keep my face. Tommy looked up. He knows this ad read. And I said, this is what keeps me looking good on my face. And Tommy looked up and he saw the Beard Hedger Pro Kit. He was gifted one. Everybody here was gifted the Beard Hedger. And I was the only one that got the Beard Hedger Pro Kit because the beard is just so strong and magnificent. And you can have a strong and magnificent beard as well. Just go to manscaped.com. Use coupon code MEX20 for 20% off and free shipping. That's manscaped.com. Use coupon code MEX20 for 20% off and free shipping. Manscaped, your balls, your face, and I will thank you. We'll be back with the start of the show in just a few moments. We're back to the show or wherever we put this ad in post. Jordan, I have a question. Are you having sex?
I'm a Christian man. I don't.
Okay. That's okay. If you don't have sex, that's okay. But you know what? A lot of people out there, they do sex like a lot. They're sinners or not, they do it a lot. You know? And sometimes, you know, and I know everybody out there, they're really, 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 really good at it, especially the men out there, and this product's for that we're about to talk about. They're really good, but you know what? Sometimes you need that extra umph, or sometimes you want that extra umph. You want that gear, and then you have second gear, right, Jordan?
Absolutely.
I thought you didn't know what I was talking about. Heathen liar over here. But use joymode.com right there. Get the sexual performance booster, an all natural. Put in some water, little powder mix thing that you put, and it gives you that vigor, that extra bump, that little boost of energy that takes you, right, Jordan, to the next level. When it comes to just having a good time.
Penis magic.
Yep. Penis magic, Jordan calls it. Because he lied. He's tried it before. He gave him a pack. And I may have tried it too. Hey, you know what? Pitching a tent in the appropriate places. You know, you don't want to pitch a tent just random places. That's why, 30 to 40 minutes before you're expected to have a little bit of fun, or you need a little extra boost of just a little morale, just a little more, fuzz and fizz. Marcos described it as just like a burst, like a warmth that he felt all over his body.
Sexual tension.
Okay, don't make the noises now. We're an audio. This is an audio platform. They can't see you all the time. You can get some Joy Mode today and put it right in your little water. Get it right going, take it down, and you have the boost that you need to get the body going. And if you look at the thing right at the bottom that I'm looking at, it's right there. Use coupon code MEX20 for 20% off of everything. Be sure to go to usejoymode.com and use coupon code MEX20 for 20% off and free shipping. What a deal. Jordan, you ready to get that fervor in your body?
Yeah, skeet.
Oh, boy. I don't know if that's allowed, but they'll let us know. Use joymode.com. That's it. We're going to start the show now. It's not going to be me. I'm leaving. Bye.
Get your dick hype. Get your dick hype.
Hey guys, we're back. Everything's okay.
Yeah, that's right. Hype train. Get your dick hype, folks. Boner pills. Because I didn't want to get yelled at.
You're very strict
Because
about those.
you just yelled right now.
I'm projecting.
Well, hey guys, everybody come close to the mic.
Huh? Oh.
Well, you're already there, Gertz.
Okay.
You're a professional.
Oh.
Just
I'm already there.
Yeah, I'm definitely not. I was reading the article.
Tommy was catching up on what happened over the weekend because he didn't even make a pick'em.
Yeah.
No,
I reminded
it's a very
you-
complicated system. I tried. It took me 5 minutes.
Tommy.
It didn't work out, so I left.
You type in your name.
I didn't even get to that part.
I noticed.
I would have picked all the opposites anyway, so it's fine. It would have been the exact.
We
same
even
result.
put your name in for the Texans as an act of
we did pick
goodwill.
you.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yes, we did that. We did that for you.
Thank you.
It didn't matter.
You still went 0-4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been that way regardless. It's fine. I've lost. It's no point in me doing this anymore.
You could have caught up to TJ and
You do
Marco.
know you get punished today, right?
With what?
Well, the drinks in the fridge.
I didn't see it.
It's not the hot ones, is it?
No, I can't do hot ones to Tommy.
Yeah, no, I got.
He's got the ulcers.
This is it's fucked up.
He's definitely got something that would mess him up.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just call
Like
it
when we go to Tumble 22,
gastrointestinal.
you got to order like normal flavor, right?
Yeah, just nothing.
Oh, that's
Literally
ridiculous.
It's just
Plain
the
and
skin.
No, that's not happening. We're getting you some mother clucking.
No,
Yes.
I will die.
Oh no, we'll bring Pepto.
That's not going to help me at all.
Ah,
It's
not with that
sounds
attitude.
like bringing a sprinkler
Diarrhea.
to a 4-alarm fire. That won't do it.
Which is better than nothing. On a rainy day, it might even be
a
enough.
4-alarm grease fire. So it won't help me. It'll make things far worse. My daddy had it. You get it.
I think at a certain point, most of
bad.
our dads were fucking sitting on the toilet.
Yeah.
So it's passed down from generation to
Generation
generation.
to
God damn.
I mean, we're only a generation removed from eating chili around a campfire. At least I am.
That's pretty accurate. Beans. Just beans.
What was the McFarlane movie? Like 1,000 Ways to Die in the West or
Yeah.
some shit like that?
Oh, yeah, that movie's terrible.
I never
It's not
saw it,
good.
but I did see the commercial that was like, you can die from eating beans. And I was
the
like,
whole
yep, I
joke
bet
of
that's true.
people farting and dying.
Yeah.
It's about 10
Ice
minutes
cubes
of movie.
and breadsticks. God damn.
Like,
I don't know where you found ice cubes.
remember, like Blazing Saddles has a fart joke that goes on for like 30 seconds, where it's just people eating beans and farting around a fire. And
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
It works there. It doesn't work in
it does not
1,000
work
Yeah, no.
in 1,000 ways or a million ways, whatever it's called.
Million ways, I think
yeah.
it is. Yeah.
That is one of those movies that should be on Tubi and forgotten. Like
Yeah. It belongs on too.
That movie belongs under a
Blazing
pile of
Saddles?
dirt.
No, 1,000 Ways to Die in the West or some shit like that.
That would be insult to Tubi.
Yeah. Tubi's like, we have
That
standards.
says a lot.
We got rid of it because TJ thought it was too complicated. But at one point, our rating system was Tubi to HBO.
Yeah. Oh. I thought that was a good rating system.
Yeah.
What were the others? So HBO was the best. Tubi was the worst.
think
So
Hulu
FX was mid, right in the
FX
middle.
was mid,
FX
yeah.
was mid. Okay.
And then after that, just kind of like make your own argument about where things belong.
Below Tubi is just pirating.
yeah.
Well, no, because if you pirate it, that means you really want to see it.
It's that antenna that you buy that you stick to the wall.
That's how I watch football
That
games.
basic
You get
Channel
bounce.
7.
You get bounce. If you bounce channel. That's a
messed
great
up right
channel.
there.
You know how many Samuel L. Jackson movies I've seen on bounce?
You know,
Not the good ones, like Formula 51.
I
It's a
remember
real,
Formula
you remember
51.
that one?
Yeah.
It's terrible. It is really bad.
Well, when I talk about movies from like 1999 to 2006 being terrible,
man.
that's what I mean.
No. Thank you. Because I say that too. I'm like, no, it's not like early 2000s bad, and that's what I mean. Like it was just a bad decade.
Do you remember people pretending Underworld was good?
What else did you have, Marco? What else did we have?
Let me shut my mouth.
Compared,
You're an Underworld fan? It's all right.
name the best.
You know Milwaukee Bucks is fired.
Jordan,
That's right.
Name the best movie of the early 2000s. I'm talking from 2000 to 2010. Go. No, I'm serious. Try. It's hard as fuck. It's terrible.
Early 2000s, like 2000 to what?
From 2000 to 2010, Gertz.
2010?
It's a whole decade. I'm going the decade.
I mean, you could throw the Lord of the Rings movies in there.
We not
The
though.
first one.
Okay.
I say, all right.
Matrix?
That's 99.
It's 99.
Oh,
The Matrix Revolutions, yes.
I'm a big fan of Unbreakable. and that came out in 2000.
Oh, the M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite.
We had
yeah.
a couple.
That's my favorite.
There's-
M. Night
there's a
Shyamalan
couple
movie.
of bright spots, but I still remember
Yeah.
people being like
I remember
Resident
I
Evil
Spy.
1 to 5.
Yeah, I Spy starring Eddie Murphy and Owen Wilson.
Radio Raheem, your band. We don't
You got
do
served.
Josh, man, welcome back.
Batman Scoop.
You Got Served is a classic,
No,
Joy.
it's not. No, it is not.
You sound like someone who just got served.
I was about to ask, is how many of those dance movies? Because there was You Got Served.
Honey,
Yes.
I remember Honey.
honey,
That had Jessica Alba in it,
it
right?
did. Oh, Step Up. That's the
Oh,
one.
Oh, that's
Step Up.
right. And
That's
Step
the
Up
one
to
you-
the
Oh, wait, wait.
streets.
Oh, it was a whole. Oh, it's like 5.
Save
Yeah.
the Last Dance.
Save the last. Oh, that
We're
was.
doing this. You know what I'm
Talked about that one.
She actually came back for SNL. They did a skit.
I
for
saw that.
That was actually hilarious.
I forgot the fact that he missed out on the drive-by to go to Juilliard to support
right.
her. Yeah. Early
Stomping
2000s, I'm telling you, man. I don't get it.
So
like
is that what's
2001
going on?
was a
So
terrible year
if
for
you have the
movies.
early 2000s, you have all the dance movies.
Stomp the Yard, that was another one.
Right. Early 2000s, you have all the dance movies. So now we have all the musicals in this generation now.
Yeah.
I mean, weird
Yeah.
cutthroat thing, but I remember like to this day, or at least for 10, 15 years, band members had nothing to talk about but Drumline. They eventually got a sequel to it, like in 2014.
Oh, that's right. They did.
Video on demand.
Yeah, it was really bad. So I
That went straight to video like all the Mary Kate and Ashley's videos.
one of those sequels that's not really a
Where did this
sequel.
come from?
Yeah.
It's just, we had the name, so I guess we just used it. But like, yeah, no. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, no, those movies are bad. I'm trying to no, they're just bad. They're really bad movies. It's a few, yes. There are a handful of movies.
Yeah. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou? Was a good
Yeah,
one.
from that time period, of course, like Coen Brothers.
I mean, that's where you
They
get
also
like.
made The Lady Killers in that time
Oh,
period.
that's right.
too.
That was like 2003 or something.
Yeah,
I was like,
that
that's
fucking
that's
terrible.
where you get like the start of Shaun of the Dead,
Yeah,
even
Tom
Dawn of the
Cruise.
Dead. Like, there's a couple of good ones, but I'm just saying that overall, I remember
like-
summer blockbusters being like,
way more bad, like really bad.
what was the Fast and the Furious knockoff? But it was motorcycles.
Oh, it's two.
right.
We got two. We got two.
Right.
Biker Boys and Torque.
I remember
Biker Boys and Torque. Because we had to.
Torque had Ice Cube, right?
Right.
I think,
yeah, I
look,
think one of them was like an all black gang.
yeah, that's Biker Boys. One had Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was Biker Boys.
Someone said Cat in the Hat. I was like mentioning Torque and
No.
Cat in the Hat in the same conversation.
Christina, I was about to say ban that person. That's all. It's Christina. No, come on. You're better than that. No, get that.
He probably does show up in a bike. I've never seen that movie. I just know that
Oh,
movie
my
was
God.
so offensive that the
So
Seuss
bad.
Foundation was like, no more movies of our
It
shit
ended his
ever
career.
again.
Like,
What happened? Oh, wait, was that a real movie?
What?
Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers?
With Mike
yeah.
Myers.
I don't even remember
it,
that.
It was legendary for ending a career.
he had a
Oh,
1-2
Biker
punch.
Boys had Kid Rock in it. I forgot about that.
Michael Myers had the 1-2 punch of Cat in the Hat and the Love Guru.
That was it.
I'm the Love
And his
Guru.
career was out.
That was a knockout.
Yeah.
Okay, he did not get up after that.
Took like 10 years for him to come out in Inglourious Bastards for 2
Yeah.
minutes.
But that's I was gonna say that's a cameo. Then he
not
did that
full-
shit on
that's not
Netflix.
full-time.
No one liked.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the name of that one.
Inglourious Bastards was like he was out on parole. And then they're like, all right, go back in there.
It was a halfway house. But man, he fucked up. Like he really, no one takes Mike Myers seriously anymore. Like that, Love Guru is terrible.
But he can always make a comeback. I mean, look
Shrek. Do another Shrek.
No.
That is actually on the docket, I believe.
Yeah, they're doing another
Or he
Shrek.
can do something like The Whale. Like do something similar to that.
No, I'm not.
But-
I'm not gonna watch that.
Brendan Fraser's comeback was already in swing when
He
the whale
needed
came out.
it. We love Brendan Fraser. I don't love Mike Myers.
We do
like
not
that.
love Brendan Fraser, don't you?
What do you not like Brendan? Encino
He's
Man.
anti Brendan Fraser, and
Why?
because you don't talk to him. I already knew
Why are
that.
you anti-Brendan?
Because he stinks. He's not a good
He's
actor.
likable.
Really?
He's likable.
Super likable.
So I have to watch someone be bad at their job because they're a likable
You didn't like
person.
The Mummy?
No.
Any of them?
No.
Even the third one?
As that's where you draw the line.
that's
Tomb of the Dragon Emperor was fire. No, it wasn't.
He also likes Jurassic Park 3.
No, I do not. That's not true.
Oh, man.
Jurassic
Brendan
Park
Fraser
3,
so
another
like-
2000s movie.
So
2001.
Is that the girl that did the gymnastics?
Ew,
That was
what?
too-
Oh my
It's
god.
93 minutes, Gertz. It gets you in, it gets you out. You get talking dinosaurs.
The problem is
What
me
else?
getting
Well,
in. I don't want to be in.
So wait, you don't like Mike Myers? So what do you think about Adam Sandler? Like that?
Oh no, I'm fine with Michael Myers. I don't like Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like that correlation in regards to look. Adam Sandler did shitty movies for a while, but then he did Hidden Gems.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
It's like all of a sudden,
Yeah.
like
Victims.
But no. His bad movies were just his friends hanging out.
Yeah.
He did
You
an
get that because you do the same shit. And
Yeah.
so if Netflix gave you $4 million and said, go to Hawaii.
and do Hubie Halloween.
Yeah.
Have you
bet.
seen
All right.
Hubie Halloween?
Yes, I
It's
did.
surprisingly
Actually,
funny.
like Hubie Halloween.
I was mad at how
He
much I
always
liked
gets
it.
you with one that's just, hey, I love you don't mess with the Zohan. That's
Yeah.
one of my
Oh,
all-time
my
favorites.
I'm
I
in
love
this.
that.
So I believe.
Maggie, hey, come on. It's quality. It's quality.
So I'm of the belief that last year was a great year for movies,
Yeah.
not the best year for animated movies.
Last year?
Yeah, in the sense
What
that
did we
Elemental
have?
and Wish were not great.
Wish is terrible.
Spider-Man, Wish,
TMT.
TNT.
Well, Eternals isn't animated.
What was
It needed to be.
that Netflix movie that we got?
Leo? That's what I was about to bring up. Leo was amazing, and that was an Adam
No,
Sandler movie.
I'm thinking of Nimona.
Oh, Nimona got nominated.
Okay, because I haven't seen Nimona, but people told me it was great. So
No, Nimona is like this year's Red. I think is a good comparison.
Okay.
What platform is it on?
Red's good.
Netflix.
Okay.
Turning red. Yeah.
More
Turning
likely it's
Red.
going to be The Boy in the Heron might
I
get
like-
the Oscar.
I like The Boy and the Heron. All right. I liked it. All right.
I don't do
Was-
cartoons like that, so I don't know.
I was not a fan of The Boy and the Heron, but I understand that it's just
love it.
not for me.
I do love animation. Like, I'll find out what's good and I might watch that.
Did you watch TMNT?
Yeah, I love TMN.
Okay.
I have not seen that yet.
That's a good one.
It's alright.
Thank you.
It's a. It's like a
You
set.
also don't like Into the Spider-Verse.
But I like Across the Spider-Verse a lot.
I do too.
Yeah.
Don't like the cliffhanger, but I do too.
Yeah.
It's okay.
TMNT's like a 7 out of 10. It's good.
Serenity, not a fan of Nimona. Nimona was not good. I mean, if you like obnoxious, little loud characters,
I don't.
Cheers. I tend not to.
Serenity's opinion.
Unless if it's an obnoxious character that has some depth to him, then I can ride with it. But if it's just like Zim Zam Zam Wazzle, if they're talking like Slurms McKenzie, then nah. I need some depth there.
Got Tourette's.
Yeah.
By the way, Ricardo, I think that like as we get further away from the shininess of Mario, I'm being proven right that it's at least a bad story.
Of course, it's a bad story.
Okay.
What's in the moment?
Yeah.
Nimona. No, that's about it.
I like Mario was like I enjoyed Mario,
I
but
like Mario for what it was.
Yeah.
Like I said, I like Mario because
Liking it for what it was means in 2 years you'll forget it existed.
Wait, Mario as
But
in
Now if I
Mario
want
Brothers?
colors,
yeah,
colors and some simplicity.
it's a McNugget
is.
movie. So in 2
It
years,
really is.
Mario
so 2
movie?
years I'll get stoned and
Mario-
order it on
Mario
Uber
movie.
Eats.
Boom.
Oh, the Mario Brothers movie. I actually enjoyed it.
I did too.
I had fun
It was
with it.
everything what you
But I
wanted.
have low expectations.
That's what I
That's the reason why it was so good.
But I would
Yeah.
never defend it on a, as
No, no, no.
whatsoever.
It's not a masterpiece of cinema.
It's not a movie.
No, it's not.
No, it's nostalgia of the movie. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I remember that. That's fun. It's good
Yeah.
to see it all nice and shiny
Yeah.
and colorful.
Right.
And I'm out. I'm leaving now. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
It was
That's what it was.
It was just a
fun.
zip line of Nintendo
It was.
references.
That's a good way to put
Yes.
it. It really was.
And you know
Zip
what?
lines are fun.
Zip lines are fun.
They are.
But you're right. I won't remember that zip line 2 years from now.
Well, you know when the sequel comes out.
Yeah, Zip Line 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Other than that, I just have a random question before I get into our first softball topic. Tommy, how caught up are you on all this Oscar movies for the Tommies that we got to do in 2 months?
Like actually have watched the movies.
Yeah.
So the one that's nominated the most, I watched that one.
Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was actually great.
You said you
I
heard it.
heard it was.
It's not.
Okay.
So it starts off excellent. Like it starts off like leading up to a certain point. You're like, yeah, this is definitely Christopher Nolan's best movie. This is easily one of the best movies of the year. Robert Downey Jr. give him that shit now because he's amazing. And then that third act hits, and you're like, I don't need to be here for this.
It's kind of like that Army movie. What's the Army movie he did? Or the World War
Oh,
II?
Dunkirk. Yes.
Dunkirk.
It's like that.
But it hits you later. Like Dunkirk started off with like, okay, I kind of like this concept of like these different stories, non-connected. And then after a while, it's like, okay, it's just too all over the place. I'm not about
Wait,
it.
if we're speaking of Oscars, Can I just say, what do we think about the whole Oscar snub with the Margot Robbie and
Everyone's
Greta Gerwig?
angry about that
They were
shit.
upset.
They were truly
American
angry.
Girl was nominated, and
Ryan Gosling.
Gosling for his song
Yeah.
"I'm Just a Kid." They were like, "Yeah, I'm happy that we're nominated, but I'm disappointed that they got snubbed." I'm just like, that's the reason why I don't watch fucking. Oscars.
But every year someone gets snubbed.
was
This was
every
this
year.
was a great year for movies.
And-
Typically,
was.
look, let's be honest. Typically, they're black or of some type of color, and like so
American
this year,
Ferrera, that's it.
they overcompensated. It leads to my theory of the Oscars. Every other year,
Well, that's
every other
the
year,
other
they don't give a
problem. Is
fuck.
like the Oscars are not awarding who's the best.
No.
Right.
They're awarding
What-
like
Yeah,
There's
it's
a mathematical
system.
equation.
It is a system
Well,
to
it can't be any black votes because Color Purple didn't get nominated.
He got nominated.
For not for actress though.
Yeah, did.
Woo!
Diane, what's her name? Diane Brooks.
She ain't gonna win it.
well, we're talking about
Be honest.
We're talking about nominations.
nominations.
Hey,
But-
The Color Purple has a history of snubbing Best Actress,
Like a
like Whoopi. She won for
Hey,
Ghost.
real quick, real quick. You two are not in the room, Jordan.
Okay.
They really need to remake that shit, right?
So here's the thing.
yeah.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I might get my man Carl. I did see Color Purple, right? I
new
actually
one?
saw the new one.
Okay.
But I also saw the Broadway play that it was based off of.
Oh shit, you did all the homework.
Well, I did. Well,
Yeah.
I saw the Broadway play a long time ago.
And you
Look,
grew up on the original. No
I
need.
did, of course.
Yeah, no need.
right? It always think to me myself, do they really need to go back and remake movies like
No. No, not ones like
I
this.
am actually going to go see Mean Girls too. I got to complete the musical
Can't,
thing.
man. I can't.
I heard that was bad.
That
but I'm still
goddamn
watching.
Walmart commercial was better. I'll stick to it.
But I'm just saying, like,
Sequel
Color
you
Purple
always
should have never
wanted.
been touched.
It shouldn't have been touched. I agree with that.
Never been touched.
Shouldn't have been touched. Neither one of these are made into musicals. Is that what we're doing now?
That's
Are
what
we
I'm
got to
saying.
go
This is
make
an era of musicals
12 years a slave into a musical?
Probably
now?
so. Kuta Kinte, Roots.
Fuck
Hey,
it.
you might as well.
2024. Let's do
So
it.
at this point, I got 3 movies that I need to see before I finalize
Yeah.
like a lot of things on my list. But even now, I can't say that like something got snubbed because there's just so much in every
They
category.
kept it pretty short this year.
What?
Like
Yeah.
Holdovers, did you see that?
I loved Holdovers.
She's going to win an Oscar.
She's good?
Divine
Yes,
Rudolph.
yes, she's really
great.
good.
She's fucking great. That movie's actually really, really good.
Surprisingly, I hear that she's great because she's not that good in the Only Murders in the Building. She's like,
no,
okay.
she's a
so
stock
she just
character.
broke out. In this
So
one.
she was in Only Murder. She was in The Idol. You shouldn't. Actually, no, you should.
No,
Of all
don't do
people,
that.
you should. Because that shit's so bad. I know you would have absolutely something to say, but you would find entertainment because Weekend is so bad as an actor. You would love that shit. But she's in there, and she's one of the only bright spots in the entire show. And you're like, oh, she has range like a motherfucker,
Mm-hmm.
and like she just pops up in different things here and there. And then the Holdovers, I like Paul Giamatti, so
Same.
yeah. So I was like, oh, and Alexander Payne, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't even know this existed.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched it on Peacock, and like she stands out. Like it's just like, yeah, I can't see anybody better than you this year.
Okay.
So
So
yeah,
I'm gonna have to watch all the Oscar films. But like, okay, I agree that I
Well,
disagree.
I mean, someone has to. Me and
Did
Tommy
Taraji
can't do
get
this show
nominated?
alone.
I'll do. Huh? Taraji?
yeah.
Hell no. She complained about all that damn movie. You think they gonna nominate her ass?
Oprah won't allow that.
Elf ain't gonna allow that.
No nomination
So people were saying Margot Robbie got snubbed because
Yeah,
she didn't get
she-
nominated.
for Barbie. Did you see Barbie?
I saw Barbie.
Did you think she should have?
Been nominated for Best Actress?
Yeah.
No.
No.
So here's my thing.
She's not. She just. She's
As a-
who.
I would
as
like
a-
to. I would
Who
like
gives
to know why?
Who gives the best performance in that movie? Do you think?
And
I've
that-
never seen. I haven't seen.
Look, honestly,
I'm
probably
honestly-
America Ferrera just for that.
No, I actually
monologue.
think it is Ryan Gosling.
I fully agree
Yeah,
with
no,
that.
you're right. It is right.
Yeah, like if anyone was going to get nominated, it was going to be him.
I can
It-
see that.
The movie just kind of fails on its own premise,
good
kind
in
of
it,
thing.
but, like,
Yeah, but she's very good.
But
in it.
Margot
It's
Robbie's
nothing that I think
performance
is
is
very-
almost exactly the same kind of quirky weirdness as Birds of Prey.
I've seen.
Yeah,
The,
it's more contained.
I've
Yeah.
seen Margot Robbie give Oscar-worthy performances.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Barbie
absolutely.
is
You can
a
see
good
the range
performance.
she's had.
Yeah.
This ain't it. This
I
is-
thought she was
this is
fantastic,
workman.
and
This is fantastic workman. Like
Fantastic.
yes,
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I thought she was fantastic in I, Tonya.
Yes.
Oh,
Right
yes.
up.
Oh, yes.
Right
Oh,
up.
So
yes.
like, this isn't me slighting her at all. I just
That was
think this
a
is
awesome
Actually,
movie.
Wolf of Wall Street. She was.
Yes.
Wolf of Wall
Wall
Street.
Street, she was
Yes.
great. Yeah.
Actually, this might have been her legacy Oscar because she didn't win for any of those roles, right?
But
Here's the
look,
question.
honest
That's a
to
good
God,
point. You might be right.
But here's the question: regardless of what you think of her acting, at least Greta
Yeah,
Gerwig
she should have been nominated. She
was-
absolutely
she was
should have
not
been nominated.
nominated.
Yeah.
for anything?
No.
That should have been.
That was a snub.
I
Yes,
agree.
That was a real
I thought it should have gotten
fucking snub.
nominated
She
for
absolutely
script
should
or
have.
something.
No, her direction. Like that
Yeah.
movie's directed.
I don't know
Yeah.
if script's been. I didn't
Yeah.
see if it's screenplay. For,
Oh, it's her and her
How
husband.
much more?
They were not.
No, I
nominated
didn't.
for screenplay?
Yeah, we can fucking.
That's
go on.
shocking.
That's crazy to me.
I thought the screenplay was very good.
Y'all are thinking with your takes. Why am I thinking with my take? We just said she's a great actress. I just didn't like her in Barbie. It wasn't as special
No,
as
we
any
We
other.
cited
Like, it
performances of
wasn't-
hers that we thought were better.
In bad movies, like Amsterdam, she was fucking
Yeah.
Babylon,
phenomenal.
she
That
was
movie is
pretty decent.
terrible.
And she's very good in Barbie. I just didn't.
Yeah, no, she's excellent in Barbie. It's not like it's definitely other performances.
Right.
that were better,
Yeah.
I think Ryan Gosling steals that movie.
Yes,
he does.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it does.
Which is, I'm not a Ryan Gosling fan. I like
No.
Margot Robbie more as an actor than Ryan Gosling, but I do think he steals
In that
movie.
particular role, yeah.
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 He looks too much like Jared Goff.
We ain't said that, man.
We said the opposite.
We didn't say that at all. I mean, hell,
she's
look at
excellent.
fucking Charlize Theron. She went batshit ugly and won an Oscar.
So Margot Robbie's never won.
She's
won.
never-
I don't-
She's been nominated,
for I, Tonya, which I think she should have won for.
Yeah, I don't know who beat her for that, but she's
I mean, that's
incredible in that
the other thing why I don't care about the Oscars is outside of Forrest Gump beating Pulp Fiction, I just don't remember them anywhere.
But here's
Yeah.
the thing:
No.
the same way you think about that is the same way I think about the Grammys. I don't give a
That's the
shit
thing.
about
People
the
who
Grammys.
can't
either.
care.
Yeah.
And the thing, I don't give
the
a fuck. It's
Grammys are
all
literally
political.
bought and sold. Like
Yeah,
one.
well, the
yeah.
Oscars to a degree are too. And the thing is, though, like movies that usually win minus Crash.
Doc Rivers just got hired by the Bucks.
Oh, that's awesome.
Prepared to lose again?
Oh my God! Why would you do that, Milwaukee?
Milwaukee and Giannis. Here's the thing. So, like, no, this is it's. Sorry, this is a sports show. I completely forgot about that.
Raheem already know. Look, I respect Doc Rivers as a human being. Yeah, he got that voice. He just smoked a pack of Newports. Like, he has that voice. I give him respect, but he is not that coach that's going to take you. Here's the crazy shit. This is the crazy part. The head coach that they had him at 30-13.
Their defense
as a-
was atrocious.
Yeah, that was
though.
crazy that they fired
And they
him.
fired the man.
That's
and they were
insane to
number
me.
one in all total offense.
Their defense was
plus,
That
atrocious,
dude was
man.
bad. Yeah,
it was
I get
atrocious.
But let's be honest
can
here.
fix that.
Do defense really win it nowadays?
Yeah.
Usually,
It does.
This scores of 175.
I'm a-
How did the
I'm a
Lakers
Rockets
win?
fan.
How
It
did the
does.
Lakers win in the bubble?
Yeah,
Defense.
That doesn't count.
What? That's true. Well,
That one
well,
doesn't
that's
count.
true.
That's
I'm
your
just saying-
team, sir.
God damn.
but Margot Robbie.
But I mean, I at least have some like.
But yeah, no.
I think like for the Oscars, it's a nice gold
political.
star.
It is political. My whole theory is like, but
But for the Grammys, they literally break the rules. Like
one cares.
Lizzo
They do.
won. Well, Lizzo won for a song
So
she
did
wrote
Milli
3 years.
Vanilli.
Yes,
What
that's
song you
another.
talking about? What song you talking about?
and Jethro Tull.
I don't even remember the name of the
the
song.
best metal album.
Yeah.
Like no, Grammys are shit.
Jethro Tull won
the flutist
best metal album.
Yeah.
Lizzo won for a song she wrote 3 years before.
for best new artist.
Yeah.
No, that look Grammys are,
But-
are shittier, but like
Let's be honest.
yeah.
Once Lizzo won and Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion won, it's just like, yeah, y'all just tanked that whole fucking Grammys. It's no longer interesting anymore.
Grammys, Golden Globe, like those don't matter anymore. But like with Oscars, they keep it a little bit more in house, and
Yeah.
so like most movies that win Oscars aren't bad. Mine's like
So
Crash.
I'm gonna watch all of them. So basically,
I love that. That's the one everyone cites.
It's fucking terrible.
Well, Crash is one of those movies that everyone liked when it came out, and then
Fair.
at some point you rewatched
It
it.
hits and it's like, oh, this is not good. It's the most deceptive movie.
So wait,
in
I'm gonna
history. I
watch
love
all
it.
the Oscar movies and just be like, yeah, this movie sucks. This
yeah.
movie's good. This movie sucks. That
Can we end on a positive note? Like, what's a nomination that made you go like, "Oh, that's great"?
I didn't really care about the nominations too much.
Emma
Coleman
Stone-
Domingo
Okay.
for
Emma
Rustin.
Stone, Poor Things.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a
You
good
said
movie. Coleman Domingo for Rustin. Yeah. He's a good actor. He's your new
Nobody
Kane.
rushing.
I was glad Godzilla -1 just got one nomination.
Really?
Yeah, it got nominated for best special effects. It's like I'll take it,
Whatever.
because that movie deserves more
Everyone's-
love.
I need to see
Can I
it.
have
It's
like
so
one
good.
small moment just to get some
Go
off my
for it.
spirit? You know, like I said, last year we left a lot of topics on the table. And this morning I got up and I saw on my timeline that Jonathan Majors interview.
Oh yeah.
Did you not see it before?
I did not see it.
It really went under the radar.
It really wasn't that good.
Yeah.
He didn't really do himself justice. Here's my thing. The violence isn't just the only thing that got me. It's the fact that this black man wanted this white woman to be more like Coretta Scott King.
Oh, that's the one that got everybody.
That shit got me.
Hey,
I
or
was like,
Michelle Obama.
or Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is he asking this white girl to do?
You want to be the wife of a civil rights?
I bet you the King family like, well, we're gonna scratch him off our list for MLK and biopic.
Yeah, he's not speaking.
Let's get out. We gotta go another route. Martin Luther King, starring Chet Hanks. We gotta go a different route. But it's just like, I saw the interview. I was just thinking to myself, what is this obsession of having Coretta Scott King as being his lady? It's like, what?
That was very weird.
That was a very weird shit.
Like Michelle Obama, I kind of got that one. That's
I don't get that either.
I don't either, but it's recent enough. The
couldn't just do
Coretta
Aunt
Scott
Jemima.
King one was the one that got me.
Bro, I mean, let's take a step back and be like, any kind of comparison to anything. Like, if somebody came up to you and was just like, bro, why can't you be more like your friend TJ? You'd be butt mad. I'd be butt mad.
Yeah.
Like, let alone compared to a celebrity, why can't you have shoulders like Liam Hemsworth or whatever that? Yeah, like it
that's
never.
raising the bar.
Yeah.
Clearly, I'm not going to reach those heights.
He's a great man.
He is a great.
here's the crazy shit.
Man. Yeah, sure.
It goes to hypocrisy though in Hollywood. Like I was saying, I think that should have been a topic. Like that should be hypocrisy in itself. Like DC kept Ezra Miller, but Marvel decided, hey, we're gonna fire this guy. And like I said, truth be told, I'm not the most handsome man in the world, but to replace this dude Domingo to be Kane, no disrespect, that dude look like he missing a few chromosomes. I'm just saying that dude don't look like.
Cat Williams. Goddamn.
I'm just saying he don't need to be Kane. I don't see this guy being Kane.
Have you seen him in anything?
Yes.
Who is this actor?
What'd you see him in?
I saw him in Bill Street. In Bill Street Can
Oh,
Talk.
Bill Street could talk.
What's this
And of
actor?
He's
course,
in other shit.
He's I.
The Walking.
I saw that and I
Fear the
just turned it
Walking
off.
So they have officially recasted Kang? Is that what
No,
you're saying?
No, but he's like the
it's the only
rumors.
name that's floating around.
What's the
And they
actor's
they
name?
did say they're not getting off of the story, so it's like so clearly gonna replace
man's name
him
is like Domingo
somewhere.
Fundingo or some shit.
It's a good actor. Let him get that Marvel money. Goddamn.
You got other
typed
brothers
in-
you can replace with.
I typed in Kang, DOM, to type in Domingo, and it auto-populated with domestic violence. It's like Kang, domestic violence.
Jesus.
But Domingo?
Well, I mean, at a certain point, when you have like 90 people cast in your universe, like they're not all going to be good people
I
anymore.
mean, yeah, you are right. Numbers wise, yeah.
Coleman Domingo.
Just statistically, we don't talk about Namor. Universal owns Namor.
Not Doc Rivers also might play Kang.
Doc Rivers as Kang?
I discovered
voice for it.
time. I am Kang. I am Kang.
See.
Now pass the ball.
That's actually pretty good. I like
How
that.
does he keep getting hired?
I don't know.
Fucking hell,
And why
man.
would you hire him for that team? Doc is a floor raiser. He can't handle championship personality.
Mike D'Antoni. Him and Mike D'Antoni is better.
But who's available?
But they're
For
like the
head coach?
same. They're only going to get you so far.
I feel like
They're not going to
coaches-
win with
They,
Doc Rivers.
you're not going to win.
No.
I mean,
I feel like
crazy to
coaches in the
think that.
NBA don't really matter that much.
I think they do.
Who would you say?
I mean,
I
don't
feel like
either.
coaches don't matter. I feel like the
I would-
inmates control the team
No,
a
I
little
have
more.
that feeling too.
I mean,
Like,
Look,
I think.
it's the talent
let me
on
put
the
it this way.
court
I think
at the end of the day.
to your point, I think maybe it depends more on the team. Like I think
does.
Eric Spoelstra matters for the Miami Heat very
Oh,
much.
absolutely. They signed him to an
Expulsion
extension.
does.
Yeah.
All of Miami's coaches seem bad. You know?
I think Nick Nurse makes
Who
every
was-
team better.
Who was the Cavs coach when LeBron and Kyrie?
Oh,
was
he's
there?
on the
Ty-
Clippers
Ty
now.
Lue?
Yes, Ty Lue.
No. Before
the-
Tyler, David something.
Oh, David
that
Black.
nigga-
David Black.
Yeah.
was useless.
Yeah.
They were
Fucking
My
useless.
man, let me tell you something. LeBron,
And that's why I was like, oh, basketball coaches don't matter at all.
LeBron was real tired last night. Not last night, but Sunday. He literally walked over the court and just looked at the referee, said timeout. He called a timeout. The coach
He
didn't
needs
call
to
it.
leave.
Yeah,
He really needs to. He's trying to play with his son. His son's not going to make the NBA.
No.
Like, he's terrible.
It's just his first.
He's fucking terrible. Like, sorry, Bronny, you're not good at basketball. Pick another field. You got nepotism going for you. Whatever else you want to do, basketball ain't it, homie. So, like, sorry, Bron, your son sucks at basketball. No, look at
I
me.
don't know about.
No,
anyone
put your back
that's-
on me, Bron. I don't like you. Disclaim, I don't like you, and also your son
so
sucks
much
at
is
basketball.
going on in sports.
It's a lot happening.
Yeah, WWE's now going to
Netflix.
Netflix.
What?
How's that
Trade's
going?
been happening. The Eagles finally fired their offensive court and defensive
You happy
coordinators.
about-
Thank God.
Didn't you want Sirianni?
And then I saw that they were interviewing Ron Rivera.
For what?
defensive coordinator.
He needs to go away.
I saw the
It's
Steelers are interviewing Cliff Kingsbury for their OC.
Hey, the Bears showed interest too in Cliff Kingsbury.
Well, that's all you need to know to not hire him. The Bears think he's good. Oh, no way.
Well, you got Caleb Williams coming in. You gotta. It's pretty known now that they're taking Caleb Williams. I know that's hilarious for you.
Yeah, well, it's funny because I just imagine them like dragging Caleb into their facility.
With Cliff Kingsbury at the end,
Yeah.
waiting on him.
All right, guys.
That's gonna work.
We're already talking about
Yeah,
sports.
let's dive
I'm gonna
into
go
it.
ahead.
Let's go ahead.
That's what.
Song get me hyped as fuck.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hi-oh. My name is Marco. I will be your host today for the Commitment to Excellence, but I am not alone. On my right, in the Metallica t-shirt.
What's up, everybody?
Metallica.
This song gets me hyped. It's like drinking fucking Four Loko on a Sunday.
Do you want to drink for me?
Hell no.
Top
today.
with no shirt on. Yes, it is like that. It's crazy.
And across from
is.
Jordan, wearing the all-gray sweatsuit like you.
Always. Tommy,
It'd be 90 degrees and he'd be like that.
3 layers.
You legit look like you're training to fight Rocky right now.
You're a bum.
Thank you. That's what I was going for. That works.
He's giving me like Stefan Urkel without the glasses and with the glasses. So today you got Stefan sitting across from me.
Where's Laura? Give me an all-white suit and a babyface song. Watch me go.
And last but not least, the heart of the show.
What? Since when?
He kind of is.
I
vote that.
I mean, it's not as fun without you.
Oh, well, thanks.
Two.
It's the only show you're on, so like, yeah, kind of. Yeah.
And it's just a heart filled with hate that
Yeah,
we need
okay, I was gonna
directed
say,
at Sarah.
I hate your heart. Let it out.
The shriveled black heart of the show. Hi, everybody. I'm Gertz.
Well, you are Steelers.
Yeah, beats once every 30 seconds. Like Mr. Burns' heart.
So our first topic was requested by Goliath. It goes through baseball, so I'm not going to know
Real
no
quick,
much.
I'm
Go for
sorry,
it.
Josh, man, welcome back. I know you were in hibernation for good reason. Things are looking up for you. I'm,
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Are they
very
getting
happy.
He's a
Harbaugh?
Bills fan?
No,
the
he's a
Chargers
Chargers
fan.
fan.
They
What's
might.
wrong with the Chargers?
No, because he was waiting.
He was missing the entire season.
Yes,
they were-
they had high hopes
missing the entire
at the
season.
game one.
Very high hopes.
Yeah.
And then shit went downhill real quick.
All of
And
us-
We did not hear from Josh Man, and we wanted Josh Man back, and Josh Man came.
All of us with common sense knew, as long as they had Brandon Staley, that they were going to do nothing.
He was a fan, man. He didn't want to hear that shit. You wouldn't let him go with it. You just kept rubbing it in.
Well, no, because I-
Staley, like he hired him. He didn't have Josh Man didn't hire him.
Well, he kept saying that they had a shot. It's like, no.
No, they don't. They didn't have a shot at all. We didn't want to say that though,
Why not?
I mean,
because we like Josh. Man.
Every-
we like
every
him enough
team-
to lie to him.
We
I was
tell
about
him
to
the
say
truth.
every team is
Yeah.
a little delusional, like except for maybe the Cardinals this year and the Bears. Actually, even the Bears thought they were going to do something.
Bears didn't think
That was
That's
ridiculous.
sad.
A lot of people
I
thought
love
the
the way
Bears
the
were legit.
Cardinals headspace was. Where like, no, we're just gonna spoil shit. We're just gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even Kyla showed up for a couple of those games.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's like, I can make life harder for people, not just my teammates.
I do love the fact that these motherfuckers thought they were going to get a top 5
mean-
pick from us, and now it's like 28.
I mean,
Fuck you, Cardinals.
the Chargers started out. They have a really good roster.
Yeah.
They had that story with that one cool fan, and then nothing happened
forgot
after.
about it.
Yeah,
It's gone
They have
now.
their GM now. Is that bad?
Yeah, you shouldn't want
No,
that.
I thought their GM was fine.
their
Was he?
GM put together a good roster.
Yeah, they might be paying too much for it, but it's a good roster.
I hope you do get Harbaugh, Josh. Man.
The Chargers are in,
Yeah,
in
he's the
talks.
favorite.
We have Tom Telesco as the GM's name.
Yeah, that guy.
Well, yeah, I can
yeah,
see
he
that
is
happening.
good.
Just have him with
He
you.
did. He gave him a roster, so
Is,
yeah,
is
that's
there any,
pretty
Yeah.
is
good.
there any news on Mike Vrabel?
Yeah, that's the one I'm
No,
worried about because
no.
that's my new favorite guy. Braves. Yeah, you're always a Texan. You're always a Texan, man. I love Braves. And no, I hope Mike Vrabel wins his fucking Super Bowl now. Because fuck that team and that stupid fucking decision making. But thank you for hiring that fucking loser from the Bengals.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
We're gonna run over that dude twice a year for a
Haven't they hired
while.
him too?
They hired the offensive
Brian
coordinator
Callahan
for
never
the
called
Bengals.
plays a day in his fucking life.
Sure.
But he's Bill Callahan's kid. That means something, I guess. But yeah, that guy's the new Titans coach. Thank you. Thanks for that. We ain't got to worry about those fuckers. I'm concerned about Colts, and that's all I need to be concerned about.
Hey.
Well, speaking of hate and letting it out,
Fuck them, Jordan, because fuck them.
we start in the world of baseball.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this dude definitely let the hate out. And I guess he just wanted us to get our opinion on this hit.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn.
Is that an Astro?
No. But he hit him right in the back and immediately got ejected.
There's the Pirates.
Wait.
Oh, Pittsburgh Pirates.
Go back on the big screen.
So what's the problem?
Yeah, what's the problem?
Good call, bad call. What's the problem?
Immediately gets ejected.
He beamed the fuck out of him.
So who is ejected? The dude that hit him?
The dude that hit him.
Yeah, that's fine.
The person.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Not the person on the ground writhing in pain.
I thought he was.
You're ejected for being a
'cause I
bitch.
thought that was
I'm fine with that too. It's
I thought
baseball.
that-
They need to harden that shit
I thought that was a controversy. Like they ejected the guy that got.
No, that would be
'cause he
cool.
threw down the bat.
because you didn't fight.
That's all right.
You got to fight.
That's all right.
They need hockey rules in baseball. So I don't know how this shit is surviving.
He took it like a
Like,
man,
look.
and he got up and he walked it out.
I don't give a fuck what any of you say. Thank you, Astros, for cheating because you made the shit interesting. And you won. And you still have the title and you didn't get it taken away. That's my champions. Hell yeah. Fucking love them. And then you won without cheating, I guess. Whatever. I don't care if you did. You won twice. 2. We get 2 all the time. That's how Houston works. You get 2 titles and then you go dormant.
Yeah.
2 titles dormant. So
Maybe if you cheat-
Texans, you up.
Maybe if you cheated
What's
more.
the Savannah Bananas?
What the fuck is that?
They're like,
Oh, those guys. I love
yeah, they're
them.
like the
The best-
Globetrotters, but
yeah,
baseball.
minor league. Yeah, I love those dudes. They're very
fuck?
entertaining.
Also, with the
Are they in
Bucks hiring-
California?
Side note, no, Savannah, Georgia.
Oh,
Bucks are hiring Doc Rivers as head coach.
I think we were talking
talking
about.
yeah, we
about
saw that.
Yeah.
You were on the shitter,
They
and
will
we were
win.
talking about.
And they will win nothing ever again.
Why would they do that? I do not get
Fuck
that.
you.
It's.
That's why.
I don't understand the firing, and I don't understand the hiring. But I guess
I understand the firing because
I don't understand that either.
I do.
Even so, he's
Give the
still a
man-
good
Did you?
coach.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you think that game? Or excuse me. Did you think that team was going to win a championship?
Give the man a year.
You never know.
Weren't they number one
Because
last
they
year?
beat the
Not that it
Bucks.
matters.
I mean,
but
they-
still.
They were number one and they lost to the Heat.
Yeah.
So they lost in the first round
to Jimmy Butler.
to Jimmy Butler,
who ended up
right.
winning the
who ended up
championship.
winning the entire
That
Heat.
man's a beast.
I know. I love Jimmy,
Jimmy
Butler.
Butler's a man.
I love Jimmy
so
Butler.
you're like, Giannis is not.
They
So
even-
that's why you lost.
They were number one in the.
'Cause Giannis a bitch.
They were a fraudulent number one.
Yeah, they
in the
were.
East.
I agree.
Yeah.
But Boston being number one, they actually beat Boston, I think, twice.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so, I mean,
Boston's frauds too.
true. But they actually have the best starting 5, in my opinion, in the league. But, yeah, I think the Bucks could have won a championship. I mean, you never
They
know.
won one. That's all they need. And that shit was a fluke
guess-
to me. So, like,
Because like I thought it was pretty clear. Like he had no idea what he was doing as a head coach. Like
Well,
none.
shit, he was surprising to get him to
well, guess
30
who
and
does? Doc
13.
Rivers.
I know. I mean,
Anyone does.
I don't support the Doc hire either, but I'm not even saying I agree with the firing as much as I understand it because it's like, dude, that roster's ridiculous, and you guys,
got Dame
It's,
Lillard now.
it's
And,
pretty
Dame
damn
is
good.
overrated. I'll say.
All right, I've never been a Dame Lillard
He's
fan. but
overrated as shit.
If you pair him with a
Yes.
bitch like Giannis, then you're good.
Well,
I really
feel-
don't like Giannis.
I feel that now.
Bro, how are you a Chiefs fan and a Celtics fan? Now I question.
Well, that's like me. How I'm a Lakers
Yeah.
fan and the Eagles fan.
Yeah, and I don't
Lives
like
in
that
Texas.
either.
Yeah. Supports no Texas team.
He supports UT sometimes.
Who?
You.
Nigga, no, I
He's in college too.
don't. College football,
Yeah.
Miami.
Okay.
Basketball, Duke.
Okay.
College professional basketball, the Lakers. Then there's the Eagles. And I think that's all the sports I need to worry about.
Yeah.
I don't care much about baseball.
Baseball
I don't care
to
about
me.
baseball.
Unless they
Or
win.
Who?
And they, I don't know. For you, I don't know.
Shit,
Pick
I
a
don't give a
team.
fuck. Well, I mean, I like the Yankees, but
The
that's-
Rangers, right? Yeah, okay.
And then the Heat, they got Scary Terry. They got Terry Rozier. And, oh, yeah, the Pacers have Siakam. I think the Pacers with Siakam
So
are.
that's actually
that's-
dangerous because they're
that
actually a
is
good
good.
team.
They
I
are.
actually like
Pacers are low-key
Halliburton.
as fuck,
He's a
yeah.
great guy.
Yeah, I
yeah.
think
That's
that trade is a great trade for them.
Absolutely. I think the Pacers upgrade. I think the Heat upgraded. Look,
Yes.
Scary Terry was always my favorite player since Boston.
Yeah.
So that's a good look.
No, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
I would love to see Jimmy Butler win a ring. I would.
I
love
would too.
that.
I really would.
He's
He had an opportunity in the bubble,
Yeah.
and
I don't know
the
about
Lakers
that.
just blew them the fuck.
Dude, Dragic's leg exploded in the first game. When that happened, I was like, "Well, this is
had no
over."
Oh, you tried. Yeah.
Yeah. But well, I mean, we'll see. I mean, the East there's only 3 people in the East that I worry about. It's just the Bucks, 76ers, and Boston.
There's just so many games, man. I'm just not even.
Yeah, no, I'm
Playoffs,
telling you,
that-
man, the
just wait till-
playoffs.
Playoffs.
Wait till the playoffs.
That's when I pop up. 'cause
More, if you count the play-in, more than half the teams get in. It shouldn't be like that.
I agree.
The majority
Why
of the
not?
teams get
You don't
in.
like the play-in?
All right, cool. Then
The play-in's fun. I love the play-in.
in that case, the NFL should let all the teams into the playoffs.
Well, I like the-
you
No,
one and
that's
done.
not all the teams. We just only have 10 teams. Where's the total 14?
I like the
right?
play-in.
Yeah.
I still think there are too many teams that get in the playoffs once the playoffs start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I like the structure of the play-in because it creates more elimination games.
Can I just
Make
say
things
this?
interesting.
I don't like
Yeah.
the structure of this year's NFL playoffs. You know why?
Why?
Because they had games on Monday. Who the fuck?
Well, that
wants-
was 'cause- oh, no,
I don't
they
want
already
no.
did. Yeah, you're right.
I don't
They
want to
would've
see
had
no
one.
They
goddamn
would have had
games on
one
Monday.
anyway. I don't
And the
like
top
that
2
shit.
teams should have a bye.
No.
Nah, man.
No.
Y'all not
You just didn't wanna
Y'all
see-
not gonna
Yeah,
outvote
no.
me,
No.
okay?
You just didn't want to see.
Affirmative action.
You just didn't want to see that game on Monday. I'd watch the
I didn't wanna-
Steelers lose too.
Man,
I didn't
that
want to
shit
see
was-
the Eagles
that
play
was
on Monday. It's just like,
because we all knew how it was going to end.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was just like, fuck, man. I hope
what
this is-
game?
The Bucks Eagles game.
Bucks Eagles.
I don't think I was more
Don't you do
confident.
that.
I don't think I was.
Don't start.
I was rooting for y'all.
Don't start.
Am I going to root for Baker
start.
Mayfield?
Go in the corner.
No.
Baker Mayfield played.
I
himself
was-
I rooted for him in the second.
I don't think there was a pick I was more confident in than the Bucks that week.
You know what the hell
Me
with
too.
Yeah.
Same,
I will start and finish.
no.
You go home now.
No, he's right. That was my most
I was like,
confident
oh, the
pick.
Bucks are gonna.
Was like, oh yeah, they would win. I would have got one. I would have gotten one.
I don't like y'all attitude.
I think we actually put that pick. Let me look.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was last week. I did put that pick.
yeah, you got that
Yeah,
in.
man, that was an easy pick. Cause goddamn, I'm sorry. You fired people, which is good.
Yes.
Can we stop talking about the Eagles? Move on. Shit.
Yeah, you did pick the
God
Bucks.
damn.
I'm not
I
opening
want
this.
your Eagles to fly again. You got the
We
pieces.
are.
You just need the coaches. And I don't know about your head coach. He's problematic.
Well,
He should go.
You should have fired him and hired Shane Steichen because you would have been.
What?
Yeah, that was your key.
No.
You know
hire
it's true.
You can hire Vrabel.
I
can hire
I think Vrabes would be a good
Braves
fit
in
for
Philly
Philly.
would be crazy.
Yeah, I think so too. I actually was rooting for Mike Tomlin to come to Philadelphia.
Yeah,
I'm like,
no, that would have been a good spot for
I
him.
would have
I
said,
coulda
"Come
seen
on
that, yeah.
home." I've been standing on that doorstep like Mammy Two
Blasting
Shoes.
some Meek
Come on
Mills.
home, honey.
Come on.
Come on home, baby.
It's great when they come home. I know. It's great when they come home. It works out nicely.
Well, speaking of going home, I don't know if he actually went home. I just wanted to bring this up because it's your favorite coach. Bill O'Brien got hired.
Fuck that motherfucker. Man, if I didn't hear that name again for the rest of my life, it would be too soon.
Well, I mean, we don't cover
He's
college
a
football that
lousy,
much.
Lousy piece of shit.
And
and I liked Ohio State because they gave me my quarterback, and I was rooting for them. And now they could go to hell.
Let me just say this. I think some people are better offensive coordinators than they are head coaches. And I think Bill O'Brien is a better offensive coordinator.
He is
Of
not.
course.
I can vouch. He is not.
He would make Ohio State
terrible,
good.
man.
I think he would make Ohio State
No,
better.
he's not.
'Cause if they
You got
didn't
your
make-
Texans into the
look,
playoffs.
With Zach Mittenberger, we played Zach Mittenberger, Blake Bortles,
To victory.
and a broken Andrew Luck. Yeah, that's how we won. That's the only reason we won.
Hey, you gotta play. You gotta play.
God
Hold
damn
on,
it,
I want
man.
to say this. What's the head coach?
No
what is
challenge for
what's
that
Ohio
man.
State's head coach name?
Bill O'Brien.
No. He's not
No,
the head
Ryan
coach. He's the
Day.
offensive coordinator. Ryan Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they didn't make this hire, I guarantee you Ryan Day would have been fired.
Why though?
He's been.
Well, he lost his quarterback.
He kept losing against Michigan.
His starting quarterback transferred to Syracuse.
prior
He
to-
transferred to Syracuse.
Prior to Ryan Day
Yeah.
being hired as a head coach, Ohio State was always beating Michigan. until he got hired.
You are right.
So if he would have
That's
lost
his
again,
Achilles heel.
they
No,
would have
that-
fired him.
One thing that's not allowed at Ohio State is losing to Michigan.
That's
year
what I'm
after
saying.
year.
So you better hire somebody to make that shit better.
He's not though. He's gonna make it far worse. They're gonna get blown the fuck out
That's what
now.
happened. They're gonna fire Ryan Day and Bill O'Brien's gonna be the head coach.
Oh,
And
they
Ohio-
deserve every bad thing that happens to them.
In Ohio State's defense, Michigan cheats. Just as a reminder
That's
to
true.
everybody.
That's the one thing I respect about Michigan.
Of course.
Only thing I
course.
respect about Michigan. I love Jim Harbaugh.
Well, yeah, he's a cheater.
Do you?
Josh, man, congrats. I hope he does get that job.
I mean,
Jim Harbaugh.
oh man,
He's a front runner.
if you combine Justin Herbert with cheating, oh, you guys are going to go far.
The goddamn wait, who was this gentleman here talking about
That's
Jalen
all
Hurts
you
got
need. You need the
exposed?
veneer.
The goddamn
you need the veneer
Batman?
of a good team, Gert.
The goddamn Batman. Somebody ban this nigga from the chat. Gone with that bullshit. I'm just saying. Look,
I won't pick on you like these two guys, but I will ask: are you still confident in Jalen Hurts, or like was this just a bad year?
I am.
I am.
I am.
Yeah, I still am.
Jalen Hurts is a good.
He's a
quarterback.
leader. Like every
is.
intangible you want. Okay, TJ ain't here. We can say it. He's what you want Dak to be.
Yes.
He's precisely what
Man,
you wish
don't get me
Dak
started
had.
okay,
Jalen got it. Jalen got it in spades.
I'm just saying Jalen Hurts is better than Dak Prescott.
Yes.
He is.
I
Yeah,
agree.
The problem
is.
is
I
when
agree.
you have an offensive coordinator like Brian Johnson, which
Bro,
I am okay with
The
letting go.
motherfucker was running high school offense. He was running literally a high school offense. People around were like, what the fuck is happening? What is this system?
10-1 is what's happening. And then we saw how long that
No one
lasted.
knew what the fuck was happening, Gert.
Shell-shocked
They were like,
people.
there's no way they're running this primitive shit. And they were. That motherfucker's a grifter.
I am confident
Brian
still.
Johnson is the biggest grifter in the NFL since Jack Easterby. Like, it's grifters in the NFL.
I thought you said the biggest grifter like Candace Owens. I was like, oh, shit.
Almost.
I'm
yeah.
still confident in the Eagles' offensive line because, like I said, we still have 4 of them under contract. We just need to replace them with a center. I don't think Jason Kelsey's going to retire. I think he's going to give it one more go.
No, I think he's done.
I think he's done.
He's done. You don't need him. You
Dude,
need
the way
to draft somebody. He's
those were
old.
retirement tears.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, this motherfucker went to his brother's game
he
and wild
seemed
out.
so happy when he was chugging that beer shirt.
He's got new
yeah,
heights.
because
he's got new heights. He
Right.
doesn't need your money anymore. He's good.
By the way, I got news notifications. There were like 3 notifications that were so fucking stupid about Jason Kelce and Tyler, and I'm about to say Tyler Perry and Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Jason Kelce outshines Taylor Swift
I'm so
by
tired
tricking him.
of it.
I'm like, I'm so
So
goddamn tired of
man.
these damn
Stop
articles.
this
Like,
shit.
I don't care. Look, if Lamar Jackson wants to do something for the culture,
Beat the fuck
out of Kansas City
Man, I don't
Chiefs.
think anybody's rooting for Kansas City.
No.
Beat them, please.
Nobody is.
Because every
This shit
time,
needs to end.
every
I
time
can't
Travis
see Taylor
Kelce
Swift in the
scores,
goddamn Super Bowl. I'm not doing this.
she's gonna perform. She's gonna
In that
interrupt.
shit. Yeah,
She's gonna go down
impromptu.
and- Yeah.
Impromptu, Jordan. Go on the stage with
I-
Usher.
I don't mind seeing her at a Super Bowl
They're
because
going to do My Way together.
it's a Nickelodeon Super Bowl. I don't know.
Is
if you're,
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're watching it on Nickelodeon.
Fuck yeah.
Wherever we
I'm in
watch
for
it,
that.
it's gonna be on
I'm
Nickelodeon.
in on that.
Nickelodeon.
Oh, I do.
Are you
Wait,
hosting
is it
that
gonna be
party?
live on like Paramount Plus? I do streaming.
It'll be- I
I
think-
cut the cord long ago.
I like you can get Nickelodeon on like Fubo or some shit
I
like
hate
that.
food.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah. That's how I got it when we watched it. The Cowboys Niners game. It was. I think that
I
was.
remember that,
It was
yeah.
either a divisional or wild
You went
card.
out of your way for that one.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, got that free trial. I was like, how do I get
I
Nickelodeon?
used the Fubo free trial because I used to watch the Texans.
Dude,
They
we'll
used to play
we'll
games.
pitch in for that.
Okay.
Juke the Ronin. Absolutely, they want Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl.
I mean,
They do.
They do.
They do.
badly.
I think she gets too much shit. The media coverage is obnoxious as fuck.
Very
She's just there.
She's just there supporting her dude.
Yeah, she's just there watching the game, but
Yeah.
they do not need to cut to her every
Every
fucking 5
fucking
seconds.
5
Right, that's what
seconds,
kills
man.
me.
It's
Yeah.
just
I don't want to
annoying.
see that. I just don't. I don't want to see.
It's like a dark stain on this season. This is my favorite season of football ever. To this
What?
point.
Is she a
I
villain?
do think next year is going to be a lot better for you.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Like right up to this point, it's been glorious.
This year's been highly
Made me lose
entertaining.
all of this and not give a flying fuck.
I think this year's been highly entertaining, but I think it would be undercut if the Chiefs got to the Super Bowl
They
again.
can't, man. They haven't earned it. Like,
but then
The
again,
Bills
the
blew
fuck.
it.
They blew
Wait,
everything
they
because
blew it.
Josh
Wait,
Allen. It
before we
sucks
get to,
at
is that the
football.
next topic or no?
What?
The Bills.
Are we going to talk about?
Oh, the
Josh
Bills are
Allen
gonna
being
the Bills are
worst
gonna be talked
quarterback
about.
No, I'm
ever?
saying, are they the next topic though?
They can be.
Yeah,
Let's just.
But I did just want to show
let's
this
just
TikTok
play Josh Allen
real
for,
quick because
like,
I thought
a
it was
solid
hilarious.
5 minutes.
Yeah. That was a great moment. That wide shot of him, I was like, dude, that's great.
I love that guy. He is definitely going to the Hall of Fame.
He's a hero.
For
Oh yeah,
sure.
he's a first
for
ballot.
sure.
First
Yeah,
ballot for
easy.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me cry.
I mean, that dude's personality is larger than
Sorry,
life
bro.
right now.
Absolutely.
They haven't though. This has been one of their worst seasons. You just have an excellent quarterback that just makes shit happen to you.
And they
Hopefully mine gets to that point too. 'Cause-
and they got to play a team that's allergic to weather and another team that is just
oh,
allergic
no, they
to
played
Chiefs.
a team that's allergic to winning
Yeah.
in games that matter. That's what they played.
The kicker gets shit. I know we're moving into the subject, but the kicker gets shit for missing that field goal.
He deserves
He
it.
deserves it. Who else also deserves it is Stephon Diggs
Thank
missing that
you.
catch, that 65-yard that was
Yep,
so fucking
no one
easy.
talking about that at all.
Yeah, they
No.
don't talk about
Not
that
at all.
Like
He's not getting death threats.
No, 'cause
No.
he's the one
No.
who's always in motherfuckers' faces to do
Always
yeah,
talking
he's a
shit.
fucking
Constantly.
malcontent.
I would not want Stephon Diggs
Like,
on my team.
honestly, I don't know if I've seen Josh Allen play better.
Yeah.
And then
Thank
in that
you.
game, he
Hello?
played very well.
He tried
Lights
his
out.
best. Man.
I feel this is like one of the few times I'm like I feel bad for him because he didn't do anything that made
Look.
me go that was stupid.
You know me and my feelings on Josh. He's dumb as rocks.
I agree.
But he's a guy. If you steer him in the right direction,
Who?
like
He needs an
Josh
offensive
Allen,
head
he's
coach.
not. He's not a good leader. Like, have you heard his pep talks? They're terrible.
Oh, they suck.
They are terrible. But like, no, he's
don't
a guy.
think-
He is a weapon that you need to point in a direction,
Yes.
clear a path
Right.
for, and let him go.
He may not be
If
a
you
leader.
don't do that, then
So-
he will not be good.
I will say on this note, TJ asked me to read my
Nothing
Cliff
Cowboys,
Notes.
right?
No.
Okay, good. There we
I'll
go.
never give a single ounce of credit to Josh Allen. He can eat a dick. Allen is a fraud. Then
Yes.
I've always claimed him to be as such.
I felt that spirit.
Who
said that? Is that TJ?
That was TJ. He told me to read that.
Fucking dork.
I co-sign
That
all
man
that.
invoked
Dak
the spirit
Prescott
of Allen
sucks too. And yeah. No, look. Can we talk about just quarterbacks that are exposed this season that don't need the credit going into next season? That
Don't do it.
I have
Why
to.
not?
Josh Allen's one. And
Well,
the other, no, I'm saying,
what-
can we do it? Can you let me do it?
What?
Like Dak Prescott.
So
Okay, fair.
so
Okay.
I was just gonna say,
He's mediocre
you missed
at best.
last week's show
Oh,
where
we talked about that.
we did talk about what do the Cowboys do now because they fucking hit a train wreck.
Blow it
But
up.
they already did it. They
should've-
moved to the first step. Is keep him.
Keep
Mike McCarthy.
everyone and re-sign
That's
people.
that's your. That's
Well,
the first
I
step
think
in-
that-
Sorry, Jerry. Before you die, you will not see this team.
I was about to say, I think that is
That's rough.
that was the opposite of what we said. We did talk about the Eagles as well because there's no reason
They
they
can
should have
fix
lost
that
to the
shit
Bucks
easily.
But we did talk about which one was more salvageable. That's what
Eagles.
Eagles.
Definitely the Eagles. Without
We
it.
have better weapons than they do.
Yeah, no, it's not even a question.
With the Eagles,
The Eagles just need a better leader, like a better coach. To
the
me,
Eagles, I think the solution is more obvious. I think you need a new coach.
coach easily. That's what you need.
Why after three seasons?
Because that's what you do. If it doesn't work, that's one thing I respect about your squad. If it ain't working, get rid of it.
That's true.
No, not to get rid of it, Gertz. Run it the fuck out of town with
Yes.
pitchforks and torches.
You have fired-
Get them the fuck out.
You have fired better coaches for less.
You absolutely have. They have done more.
Yes.
You don't give a flying fuck.
You did fire
and I
Doug
love
Peterson
it.
after winning the Super
Well, but
Bowl.
Thank
Doug,
you.
because
Yeah.
Doug
You
Peterson.
fired Andy Reid. Like, come on,
because
man.
we gave Andy Reid a long
You gave him
time.
I mean,
but
You
Doug
also
Peterson-
gave him Donovan
You
McNabb.
sure did. And he got you that far with Donovan, with a fucked up, broken Donovan McNabb. Yeah.
blood pressure rising. Grateful. But I will
He
say
was there
this.
for way too
The
long.
reason why
I'm
we
sorry.
got
I apologize.
The reason why we got rid of Doug Peterson is the same reason why Doug Peterson in Jacksonville is struggling because his offensive coordinator. We asked Doug Peterson to fire that offensive coordinator, and he didn't do it. So what did Laurie do? We're gonna fire your ass as well. Get your ass up out of there. So that's the reason why we got rid of Doug Peterson. If Doug Peterson would have got rid of the offensive coordinator, he would still be the head coach.
It happens
here
like that's
in
why
the Eagles.
Mike Tomlin should be fired. Like you got to get rid of people.
Yeah. It's
Like you
time to
do.
move on.
Yeah, when it's
But
not- when
not
shit
for
ain't
us.
working,
We
you
had
just
3
need to move
seasons.
on.
The man had
That's
3
enough.
seasons where we went to the playoffs.
That's enough,
I'll give
though.
him credit for that. This next year, if he doesn't take us far, then yeah,
he
we
needs to
should
go.
fire him.
Okay, I agree with
That's
that.
fair.
I'm good with that.
I'm not sure I agree with Josh Allen being exposed because he's just what we've
it's what
always,
he's always been. Yeah.
Like I don't think anyone's denied his talent.
No, it's
good
there.
talent.
Yeah.
The tools are there.
It's what's in between the ears.
Thank you. That's yeah.
That's
Like,
annoying.
this game, I would say.
But I thought he played well this
I
game.
thought he played well. I mean, he
did.
had a fumble. And that was our.
Look,
I get it.
Look,
but
one
he
thing I
played
would give
lights
him
out.
when he goes up against KC, he brings it every fucking
He
He
does.
did it the entire
gets his
playoffs, though.
air.
He brung it. But the problem specifically,
He looked really good against the Steelers.
Yeah. But then again, the two fuck ups, the missed field goal,
Yeah.
the drop
It's
pass.
always everybody
There
else.
was two,
Yeah.
actually two drop passes.
Yeah,
He
Stephon
threw-
had two big drops.
Fuck
No,
him,
no, the
man.
other one was
God
the,
damn.
number 4. I forgot the other guy's name.
Oh.
He dropped it and hit the ground. They said it was an incomplete pass.
Okay.
But that was the first one.
And-
But the Stephon Diggs was the second one that dropped from 65 yards.
Yeah.
So
Cook.
I
It was
thought-
Cook.
Cook.
I thought Diggs had another drop, and he had like the first catch he fumbled like immediately.
Yeah.
So when people were saying, "Why didn't you?" Like when the last possession, it's like, "Oh, you had Diggs just beyond the first yard marker. Why didn't you go for him?" It's like, I'm not throwing it to him for the rest of the game. Are you fucking kidding? He had a shot in the end zone, and he makes that pass. If Chris Jones didn't make a great
Yeah.
play and knock his own lineman into him, so I don't even give Josh Allen shit for that.
No.
So-
like I give him
so-
shit for a lot.
Yeah.
Where does
Not
me
being a
too?
good
So the
teammate.
question is,
Yeah, and being a shitty leader.
TJ
Yeah.
isn't here, but he did send me this clip.
Of course.
Where he was just kind of like, Josh Allen is still not getting the treatment that he deserves. Like, they,
Stuff, okay? Oh, wait, time out. I'm a talk show host. I can't ignore that. Yes. What? Go, Mel, go. Who needs to? What do you mean by shut up with the Josh Allen stuff? I came here and blame. Anything, when you hear blame in Josh Allen, it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Josh Allen was daggone near perfect in that game. So if he was at the last drive, last time I checked, he got him in field goal range for a makeable field goal.
so basically, even like,
Yeah.
with everything, Josh Allen is still getting a pass. And I don't think he
Well,
played
he
bad.
should.
I don't think he
Actually
played
should.
bad this game, but he did play bad most of the season.
Because I mean, you just got to know what
but
Josh
that,
Allen
but that
is.
don't matter at that point because now you're at the playoffs.
Yeah.
Look how well he played.
That's it.
Dak
He showed
Prescott,
up.
on the other hand, they played
Shit his pants.
they played pretty damn well in the season, and they got to the playoffs and got bounced by a team that shouldn't have been there in the first
They
place.
didn't show up at all.
I
Like, at
don't
all,
know about
man.
that part anymore.
What the Green?
No, can we talk about? Did y'all talk about Green Bay last week? Because this shit, I felt like I was in an alternate fucking
Well,
universe. Because I was like, where the fuck did
They
they
are
come
one of the
from?
topics, but
Where
yeah.
did Jordan Love come from?
Well, wait.
Because last I
No,
checked,
no.
I had him in fantasy. He was not doing me favors.
no. Prediction wise,
Yeah.
from week 9 on, the man was 22 touchdowns and 1 interception.
That's what I learned.
Yeah.
I learned that.
He caught on. First
caught
year
on.
guy, he caught
Yeah.
on. So I know that's another topic. But I'm just saying, Dak Prescott, on the other hand, should get the shit that he got compared to Josh Allen. Josh Allen played a great
Yes, he did.
Well,
playoffs.
No,
I'm out of TJ's notes, and
Does
he's
CD
not here.
We're going to talk about CD Lamb. Didn't like CD Lamb
Yes,
tomorrow?
that's one of the top. There's
Yeah.
another fan
Is that a
requested.
topic?
That is
Can
a
we
fan
talk about
requested
that?
topic. Well, first let's finish off the Bills.
Okay.
So,
So where did they go from here?
where do the Bills go from here?
Fire their head
Fires-
coach.
yeah, absolutely.
They're not gonna.
I know.
Who they going?
should.
They should
really
hire Mike
should.
Vrabel.
They really.
Yep.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Goddamn, Vrabel in Buffalo would be fucking scary.
You know, Mike Vrabel isn't referencing Al Qaeda to inspire
He is
his
not.
team.
I love
Wait, I have a question that's
Sean McTurnan so
Wait.
much, man.
I have a-
Everyone does. Like, yeah, no, you're
Why-
a questionable
Did y'all
dude.
talk
Why
about
would
this
you
last
do
week?
that when you're coaching a team in New
No
York?
shit. No
Of all
shit.
places.
Did y'all talk about this last week about the Gerard Mayo hire for New England?
Man,
Patriots?
did y'all? I don't know. I wouldn't hear.
No, yeah, we did.
We touched on it a
It's,
little bit.
that was a weird hire. But after
Well-
what he said at that press conference, I'm like, yes.
Well, he's been.
Yeah.
I talked to my friend that is a Patriots fan, and he told me that they've been basically. patting
they've
him-
been, yeah.
they've been
They've
parading
paved
him
the
for
way
years.
him
So
for a
here's
long
okay.
time.
So this is the thing. He made that big Martin Luther King had a dream speech. So now what did he do in the season?
Lose.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Do y'all give him?
But-
do y'all give him leeway, or if he does bad, do y'all fire him like Frank Wright?
I don't think that. I don't think Bob Kraft.
That's
does
what I'm
that.
saying.
Robert Kraft wouldn't pull a
You know, I don't
Tepper.
think he do.
So how long he gonna last then?
I think they give him 4.
That's too much.
They give him 4. I
Give
don't
him
think
3.
he'll do it. Look, man, That Patriots.
That roster
dead.
is
That
terrible.
roster's
That roster's
bad.
really bad.
I don't know what that cap looks like, but like
Their cap's okay.
they got okay draft.
They need to
Every-
rebuild the culture in New England.
No,
That's
like
what they
no,
hired
that's
this guy
it.
for.
Like that Patriots way shit we've learned from every coach that went and destroyed fucking franchises. It was never a thing. It was Tom Brady winning fucking games in that system.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Someone said-
Bill Belichick's a bitch. He's a fraud. He's a good defensive coordinator, but that's about it.
Speaking
that's
of that
all
guy,
he is.
somebody said the Eagles should hire him as a defensive coordinator. I said that nigga better not ever come around.
Better than Matt Patricia. Better than Matt Patricia.
Matt Patricia fired too.
I heard
actually
another
gone.
team being floated around to hire Bill Belichick, the Milwaukee Bucks. But that's not happening anymore.
I'd love to see it.
That'd be
Gertz.
amazing.
I'd love to
Seeing
see
him roll up in a sleeveless hoodie on an NBA court.
Actually, that was my
Why
only.
are you wearing a cutoff hoodie indoors?
That was my only argument to why he wouldn't be hired as a Charger. I was like,
Yeah.
you can't wear hoodies in L.A.
That's what the sleeves are off for.
No, that's why. That's what I'm saying. He'll cut off the midsection. He don't comfort.
Nothing says I hate all weather like a sleeveless hoodie. Like, what the fuck is that? No weather makes me happy.
And then
Sleeveless hoodie and shorts.
Yeah.
I will flip the coin real quick because I think this is a faster topic before we get into those other topics that you want to touch on and go on about. Are the Chiefs the new evil empire going to the AFC Championship 6 of 7 times in
They
the
were the
last?
evil empire 2 years ago.
I think if they win a third one, they are.
No, they don't have to win shit anymore. Like the fact that you're even in another AFC championship.
After having the type of season that
A
they had,
shit season. That's the part, man.
But then
you didn't
again,
earn shit.
here's my thing.
You had Kadarius Toney. You don't deserve to be in the playoffs. You lucky you made the playoffs.
First off-
you shitty fucking team. You have an all-star as a quarterback. You have one man.
that's all that
putting
takes.
it on his back.
You take two people. You got Travis Kelce, and then you get Mahomes.
who broke Tom Brady and Gronk's record, by the way.
I think
So
they've
they're the
they
new-
got more going on than
They
just
do
that.
not at all.
Dude, hey, they got-
Isaiah Pacheco.
And Pacheco-
That's it.
Pacheco-
I was gonna say Pacheco.
Pacheco is it.
Pacheco,
I was about to say you made him a parlor. Pachinko is
Wait,
what you're saying.
Go the game.
It's Pacheco,
and they got Andy Reid.
and they got Andy
Andy
Reid.
Reid doesn't care anymore. He'd rather be an actor.
No, he
And he
legitimately
retired.
still
He-
cares.
He clearly
Not
So
cares.
explain that to
me.
me.
It would not surprise
Explain that to me with those nuggies. I was like, oh, he's ready for that.
That's his new passion. He found something new that he loves, Jordan, and that's what he
But
wants to
I
do
think that-
commercials.
wait,
He don't want to coach anymore.
Are you kidding?
Gertz?
Have you ever
he's
seen
over it.
Have you ever seen an Andy Reid offense run the ball this much? That's new.
Right.
I'm like,
What
uh-oh.
else you got? Darius Toney.
I mean, the fact
That's what you have.
my point being
that motherfucker needs to be in the UFL next year.
my
He
point,
is bad.
My point being the fact that Andy Reid, an old ass head coach with a penchant for passing, pivoted to the run, shows me that he's still invested.
Yeah.
He gives a shit. So I think they need to win 3. And then I'll be like, fuck
Darius
that
Toney does
team.
not need-
Oh, they only have two?
fuck. Kadarius
2 in this era.
Oh,
They've got
they
3
won
total.
last year. The fact Kadarius Toney has a ring bothers me. That bothers me so much because that nigga does not need a ring. He needs to be gone.
But yeah,
Fuck,
they are the evil empire. I don't know.
Yes,
I'm
they
not saying that they're
absolutely
the
are.
evil
No doubt
empire.
about
No,
it. They are annoying. They got that Taylor Swift shit.
Well, yeah, that
Mahomes'
counts.
family is annoying. All of them. So it's like, goddamn,
Isn't
man,
like
they
the
need to go
bro-
away.
isn't-
One of them's a criminal.
yeah, it's like isn't like the brother like
Technically.
Pookie from New Jack City or some
Yeah, the
shit.
brother is dumb as shit, but I mean,
He
they've definitely put him in a box somewhere. I haven't seen him all season.
He's not. Well, he was in a box behind Taylor Swift, and the Swifties lost it because of her safety, and so they got rid of him. I don't know where he's at now. I don't know where he's at.
Protect our Caucasian queen.
Patrick Mahomes' brother is Pookie from New Jack City.
I will say that
That should be
not our cup of tea, but the Taylor Swift things makes the Chiefs more likable to a certain demographic.
No, it does not.
No.
It's not. You're not in that demographic.
No.
You're the
Oh, no, he
opposite.
doesn't.
You're the opposite of that demographic.
Kelsey's jersey was selling like
Flying
hotcakes.
off the
Yeah.
shelves.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
lot of non-fans.
real quick, shout out to the Raiders for hiring a great coach.
That's the
yeah.
next.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the next topic.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'll say
Damn,
my
I didn't know
part.
that was a topic.
The Raiders
Yeah.
did a smart thing.
Yes,
and that's
but
great
one
to
thing
see.
in their life. Fuck, man. I wish you guys
But
would.
wait,
They've done a lot. all right.
I like the Raiders.
They've done a
man.
lot
I
of
would like
smart
to see
things.
them
Like
be in the mix.
they got the number 1 wide receiver, arguably.
True that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they still have who
They
they
just made some questions.
I'm not
That Josh McDaniels hire.
What
was-
good is a number 1 wide receiver when you don't have a quarterback? is my thing.
Well, they paid Garoppolo. They didn't know he was going
Garoppolo's
to.
garbage. Garoppolo in Vegas was already a bad
I'm
idea.
pretty sure we can find a clip about
you know what?
you
If I
thinking
Garoppolo, he will be in the strip club. That's where
No,
you'll
but I'm
find
pretty
Garoppolo.
sure we can find a
Throwing
clip.
dimes, like
I was about
literal
to say,
dimes.
I'm pretty sure we can find a clip. It's somewhere in the offseason that you thought this was a good idea.
Precision.
What?
Garoppolo to Las
I
Vegas.
did. I did at the time. Because, I just wanted to see him wear a suit with a gold chain. And Vegas was the only place where that could be an everyday occurrence.
But here's my question though: is it fool's gold?
Kirk Cousins does that in Minnesota.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't count.
Wait, but is that
It makes me embarrassed for him.
Is that could that be also be fool's gold as well too? Because they played well with Antonio Pierce. Yes,
Yeah.
I get it right. But what if that's just fool's goals and they just want to be in bad next year?
It might be. I wouldn't surprise
Because
me.
teams that don't have shit to
surprise me,
prove,
honestly,
they play
yeah.
well, right? So
Well, I wouldn't expect the Raiders to have a good year
No,
just
they
because
don't have a
they need a
quarterback.
couple of pieces.
Yeah.
And they're not in a position to draft well. They did what?
they still have
Mid-six, they're right in the
Jacobs
cusp of
and
the
they have the
playoff.
top wide receiver in the game.
Do they have Jacobs? He was signed to a 1-year deal.
Well, he's
That's
a
something.
Coming back with AP.
he's a free agent. Oh yeah, yeah.
likely to be-
That helped you a lot.
What's Jimmy G's contract situation?
I don't even.
Yeah, is he gone?
No, they redid it right like one more time before the season.
So he's a
It's
backup.
not as bad. He's probably gone to a backup.
Back up to Aiden O'Connell.
Aiden O'Connell's still on. He's
Fuck. I hope,
Aiden,
I hope he takes
Aiden
the next
O'Connell is
step.
on for like several 100,000. He's
I
not.
just want him to have a good coach. If he had like a legit coach, he could be probably okay. He could be decent.
I will say, just
He
to go
needs to
back to
shave
the
that
Bills
mustache.
really quick. Next year is when Josh Allen's quarterback contract is dummy.
I
Like
would leave if I was him.
Oh yeah.
I would legit just be.
they don't have that much player in the NFL. They don't have that much pool in the
So
NFL.
let me throw a scenario out to you. We talk about like the Ryan Fitzpatrick. What if it was a Ryan Fitzpatrick that could actually win you some shit if coached properly, if guided properly?
What do you
I think
mean,
if I was Josh Allen, I would do that shit. I would be the mercenary of all mercenaries.
So
Pay
you're
me as much
Yeah,
money
he
as
exists. He's
possible.
Gardner Minshew.
No, he's not.
I was gonna say. So you
Stop it.
Wait, well-
I'll pull a TJ. Stop it.
He
no.
he beat C.J. Stroud.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
For half the game.
He's 1-1.
Half the game. No, it was Anthony Richardson who like just shot the
You
fuck
do
out
not
of
give Anthony Richardson credit. You've never
He's the
have.
one who scored the 2 touchdowns in that game.
But you just
They didn't win
described-
by 2 touchdowns.
They got it was a second game.
You just described a model of a player that you hate, though.
What?
LeBron James.
What do you mean?
Like with the Josh Allen model that you just proposed is what LeBron James does. He
LeBron
goes,
James isn't a person.
but he goes from team to team, just like plays out the contract, and then goes to another
Basketball
team.
is different. Basketball, I can't respect it. Football, I absolutely
Well,
respect.
point being, like they're gonna lock you down. on the
Wait,
team.
time out.
Yeah.
You
What?
can't respect it. Who's your favorite player?
Of what? With
Basketball.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Kevin Durant. For some reason.
what? It doesn't matter.
See,
Why you give me that look? God damn.
Kevin Durant's your favorite player?
I love Kevin.
he
Durant.
likes.
Brother with the buck shots?
Kevin Durant and Draymond.
What?
Yeah, he likes.
I like
Frankenberry?
entertainment.
No.
I like entertainment. I don't care about your skills that much. But
You
like,
just like violence. That's what you like.
I do. I like football.
Anybody that like
I'm a
Draymond is
football
like
guy.
violence, man.
He likes adults that argue with children on Twitter and people who kick other people in the dick.
He's being himself.
He should
Why
get,
you not allowed the man to be himself?
He should
By the
consider
way-
being someone else.
By the way, Kevin Durant's the same dude that created alternate accounts on Twitter just to talk shit to fans.
And I respect that because he had
Oh, my God.
he had feelings he had to get
Oh,
out.
man.
Cowardice.
please. That is weird.
He's a slim reef.
He's a
said-
snake.
you could've
By,
said-
by,
You could
Hell
have
of a
said.
mercenary.
You could
Hell of
have
a mercenary.
no, he's not.
He is.
He
Who?
won. No, he's not.
He helps.
He's won in one place, and that place
He
won.
helped, though.
And that place won
He was
without
the
him.
third scorer in that series, Gertz. In that entire finals, he was the third best on that team. So they wouldn't have made it without him.
They literally did.
KD, good.
Hell no.
Before and after.
KD the same
And
dude.
Embiid, you know I love Joel.
Hell,
Shout out to that 70, Joel.
yeah.
So yeah, I like questionable basketball.
Yeah,
players.
you do. You could have stuck with Muggsy
fun.
Bogues and we would have been fine with that.
Josh growing on me a bit again.
Who?
Ja.
A little bit. He's
Did he have another Instagram post with a gun?
Damn,
Like,
no. I don't like the gun
You
stuff.
really like violence, don't you?
I mean, I can't tell.
We're supposed to break that stereotype, not add on to it.
I like players with some edge, Jordan.
You like players that like
Ja
just like
has
violence.
edge.
John needs to cut it back a bit. But
Jaw's a poser, man. You know Jaw's not about that
Tommy,
life.
he ain't about that life at
Hell
all.
no.
Yeah, he can play basketball.
Yeah.
He can play basketball.
I just want to put this out there. Like,
Yeah.
you do know that MMA and boxing exist, right?
I don't like it. So I liked MMA back in the day, but it's taken a turn for me.
Okay.
But like boxing, I love, but I don't know what's happening anymore because
Jaw's out for the year.
it's not a
Yeah,
thing.
he had a rotator.
It's called karma.
Yeah, so he's out.
That's what happens when you play in the paint and you're
Yeah.
73 pounds.
Hey, he played hard. Look, he's saying back that he played hard, Gert.
74
God
when
damn, man. What do you want from your players? Yeah, he had a gun thing, but like he came back and he played hard.
You know who my
Shit,
favorite. You know who
man.
my favorite player is.
Who?
It's Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, I love
Absolutely.
Jimmy.
Yeah,
I love Jimmy.
I love Jimmy Butler.
See, like that.
God damn
Yeah.
it.
That's
My
a model player.
Old
Yeah.
boy from the
But not Kevin Durant.
Not Cat.
I was gonna say not Cat.
Cat.
Oh, Anthony
boy.
Edwards?
Oh, Ant-Man.
Edwards, I
fucking
like
love
him too.
Yeah, Ant-Man's great.
You're getting out the violence. Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting out of it.
Yeah,
I just like entertainment, man. I come from 90s basketball where that shit was fine. You could elbow a motherfucker in the face, and it was okay.
We've been through
It was
this.
no call. It was a no call.
been through
Jordan, you
this.
remember this?
I remember those.
Yeah.
We've been through this.
Remember Larry Johnson?
Draymond,
Peyton?
Draymond's not that
Gary
guy.
Payton?
Draymond's not
Sean
that guy.
Kemp?
Draymond's not that guy.
Man.
Draymond never picks
You know,
fights.
Draymond has mental problems. Draymond is fucked up.
Draymond picks fights with people who know he knows won't fight
No,
back.
Gert, picking fights is one thing. When you try to legit choke a motherfucker unconscious in the middle of the
It
court,
wasn't that hard though.
come on.
It's Gobert.
Let's be honest.
It's not. It wasn't even that hard.
Can I ask you guys a question? Because I have a question for y'all.
Okay.
Who's worse? Okay, Ron Artest, Draymond Green.
Ron Artest. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Do you not remember Malice at the Palace?
I do remember. I saw the documentary.
How do you put those two together?
But I mean, a motherfucker that tries to choke people out, though.
This man went into the stands
That was one-
and beat the shit out of a fan.
So look,
The wrong fan too.
He didn't know. He was on the court playing basketball. He didn't know.
Ron
But like,
Artest,
no,
look. Ron Artest had one rule. He said these hands are rated E for everyone.
And also,
No.
not only that,
That was one incident.
this
though.
is a man who is most famous for beating the shit out of an innocent bystander, and he has a temerity to change his name to
did
Meta
change-
World
Meta World
Peace.
Peace.
He did change his name to Meta World
Once he
Peace.
changed his
You're right.
name to Meta World Peace, he did elbow the shit out of James Harden.
You're right.
Remember?
You're right, goddamn Batman. He did kind of start a riot. Sure.
World Peace, though.
Yeah.
But look, this is how I'm equating it. He had a couple of incidents, Ron Artest, right?
A couple.
A couple riots,
I
yes.
feel like Draymond has had more.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but here's the thing.
But
What,
what Draymond
the malice,
does
what
is-
Draymond did don't add up to the malice in the palace, sir.
There's not a nickname
There's
for
no
it.
documentaries
nickname
on
for what
Draymond
Draymond
Green.
did.
You are right.
This man went in the stands and whooped some ass, like some
and they got
WWE shit.
and they got a Key and Peele sketch. Yeah, no, it's fine. Like, see, I missed that. I loved Ron Artest, man. I did.
He
I
was
loved
that
him.
dude, and he's
He
a
was.
great
He-
basketball
he was
player
good,
too.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
nigga was just crazy.
I like it though. Was I expecting? I saw that game live.
I did
Was
too.
Expecting it? No.
I did too.
Did I
Oh.
appreciate it? Yes.
Well, I'm jealous now. I wish
Yeah,
I.
you gotta be older.
I saw the
You should've been older.
I saw the highlights, and I was like, "Oh man,
That shit was crazy. I watched it with my dad. I watched it with my pops. He was like,
That is
"Oh,
a good
shit."
game to watch with your dad.
Just
Yo,
also
it was
say-
a great game. He's like, oh, goddamn.
small
He loved
separate
it.
topic.
Yeah.
Jim Rome is getting his own show on Twitter. now.
Why?
on Twitter."
Like Tucker Carlson?
They're now doing like a
Twitter's trying to expand its thing.
Like
That's more of a
Yeah.
Columbus topic, but
they
like
have a so
Yeah.
Don Lemon's getting his show, Tulsi Gabbard's getting her show, and then Jim Rome is getting his show. And I said, Jim Rome, I ain't heard that man in a long time.
I didn't know
brings
Jim
him
Rome was
back?
still around. Is he?
He's alumni from my school.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, when did he come and show? What did he
I like
do?
Dick Wolf.
Who dick he sucked to get the show?
I mean, bro, I don't
I wanted to know.
I don't follow ESPN personalities that much besides Skip and the other half of First Take.
Well, no, all those people are gone now.
Well, the other one,
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm blanking on his name.
Stephen A?
Stephen A.
He's
Yeah.
the only one left.
Yes.
Him and Jason went going back and forth.
He just went on YouTube like, you fat
Terrible.
bastard.
Yeah.
You
But-
fat piece of shit.
But I just
You know, Stephen A with that damn, when he got that damn forehead all the way back here. He's a piece of shit. He's the lowest scum of the
I was just saying, man, like there was when I wanted to do this whole podcast thing was just like ESPN just kind of killed all their personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know where any of them went. Like
so
the Jim
the
Rome.
ringer?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like we have what?
They had
Van
the-
Pelt left. That's it.
No, they had
I thought Scott Van Pelt's still there.
He is, left. Yeah.
Van Gundy,
Thought
the
Van
coach
Gundy
for
was gone.
Golden State.
Oh, Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson's
yeah.
going. They fired Jalen Rose.
Yep. That's crazy.
I forgot who else they fired.
I forgot what was the name of the dude that like he just did a show with his dad. It's like, Poppy.
Look, Dan Lebatard.
Dan Lebatard, yeah.
They fired him too,
Yeah.
but they also these are already
Max
people.
Kellerman, they fired Max.
Max Kellerman, I was surprised they fired him.
too.
Max Kellerman was vanilla paint. Like it's
I like. Look, he shouldn't have been put in that position.
No. He was
That's
vanilla
my
paint.
thing.
He was vanilla paint, but
I
CEO
like
said he
Max
can come to the cookout, so that shit
Yeah,
counts.
I like Max Kellerman, man.
But Max Kellerman was fired, which I was surprised with. That
I like
specifically.
Max Kellerman talking about boxing.
Yeah,
like he should have stayed at
much better
some-
boxing.
I'll give Max Kellerman this. He's the only guy on there who I ever heard just say, Kyrie Irving is stupid.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, well, you can't say that. It's like,
say things like
why
that. Right
not?
now, fuck it.
The man
That's why
said the
I
earth is
respect
flat.
Max Kellerman,
yeah.
man.
So they fired a lot of people at
Yeah.
ESPN,
So they had to pay
Yeah.
Pat McAfee
right?
and Aaron Rodgers
He's
once a
still
week.
there, yeah.
Dude, Pat McAfee's show goes on for like 4 or 5 hours.
I
don't
love
know.
that. I mean, I don't even know. Is it on like actual ESPN? Because they curse
It's
constantly.
after First Take.
Oh, it actually
Yes,
does
it
come on?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
It's after first
It's
take.
not live, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is live.
They curse all the fucking time.
Well, they know how to
They slip up all the time.
It's after first take. The show ends at some point, like 2 or 3, and then you really care too much about that crew.
No one
His friends still podcast for 3 more hours afterwards.
Wait, Tommy. He's a fat bastard. He's a piece of shit. Like I ain't never heard a man with a forehead like that
Yeah. Literally,
go
that's
off
what it looks like.
on
All you're
Jason
missing
Willow.
is just the extra.
Oh man.
Yeah, but no, that's
The little,
exactly
what's that
where
little
it's
cotton
at.
from the bed? You know that little cotton stuff that you pull from the bed and,
Yeah.
shit, and put that on the passenger's head? That's Stephen A. Smith right there. That's him. Stephen A. Smith got a patch of hair. That man
Way in the back.
Way in the back. I said, what is that black stuff on the back of his head? So,
Thought you were bald.
I was like, well, how come he couldn't do what Carlos Boozer did and do that shoe paint shit on his shoe polish shit on his head?
Right. Yeah.
To answer just very quickly this question that Fierro Fire asked, boxing's just not popular
I wish
enough
it
to have
was.
its own show.
I really wish it was.
It's bad. It's so bad that we're getting people from the UFC to fight.
I mean, when you got like Jake Paul and shit in it now.
Makes
like,
it worse.
It made it worse.
doesn't.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, this last year was actually a pretty good year for fights.
Was it?
Yeah,
fought?
because we had a super fight between Crawford
And
and
Errol Spence.
Errol Spence.
Errol Spence. Yeah, Errol Spence.
Don't know either one of them.
Errol Spence is from Dallas. That's because you're not.
No, there's a lot of Texas boxers out there. It's just like.
Well, the Charlos also started fighting with Canelo.
But look, you got to remember, like with
was a
boxing,
bad fight.
boxing specifically, you got to have showmanship, man. If you ain't flashy, if you're not sticking the fuck out.
Yeah.
I mean, Tyson Fury fought Ngannou.
I know Tyson.
That's what I'm saying.
I
It's
know
so
Tyson
bad that you
Fury,
got UFC
but he's
fighters
the only
playing
guy I
boxing.
know. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, that's cool, but he's probably gonna win. If he doesn't, I don't really care. Like it ain't enough.
Well, my
Like when
small
Wilder was
issue
there, that
with-
was cool, but like it's like like when Wilder and Fury were there, I'm like, okay, we're on the cusp of something. Then Wilder lost twice, and it's like, well, that was nothing.
When that-
Well, dude, Wilder fought last year, and when he lost, he was just like,
He
"This was
retired
one of
because he
the
needs
well,
to.
this is one of the like coolest things / saddest things that I've heard of in a
Yeah.
way, where it was just kind of like I started smoking ayahuasca, and I'm too at peace to actually be violent anymore."
Oh man, please.
No.
Please.
You know Wilder. So I watch.
Stop it.
I watch reality television with my girlfriend, of course. 'cause
Yeah.
Who doesn't? And so we're watching The Traitors on Peacock, and Deontay Wilder's on there. He cries every time someone gets eliminated.
Man.
He literally, he like.
How high is he on ayahuasca?
It's in there now. It's baked in because he's just like, I accuse this man. I didn't know this man, and I accused this man.
so
And now
this
he's
day-
gone.
to this
He has family.
So this man, so he's saying he's not violent anymore.
He's crying everywhere. So
that explains that outfit he came out with in the first fight with
Tyson Fury?
Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
Come out like Voltron. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And they're gonna blame it on that. It was too heavy. What? Boy, yeah, you
I
shouldn't
remember
fight
that.
no more. You're
No,
done.
he's done. He's
You're
done.
done.
Does he
needs to
pull
retire.
to this day on that show?
Oh yeah, yes he does. Oh, you hear his whole backstory. I highly recommend you guys watch it. Like
Traders. Okay.
The Traders is great. I love that show. I think it's really quality.
What's the name? Reese, the little fat Mexican guy. He's still out there. Like,
Reese.
Oh, wait.
Louis.
Yeah.
What?
The one that
Is
fight.
he
That
really?
fought,
Who won the
Deontay?
championship?
no, not Deontay. Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
It was like if
what?
Buster Douglas won the championship from Mike Tyson.
Well, that's what it was.
That's
Like, really?
exactly what
He's
it
still
was,
fighting?
yeah.
Yeah, he's still out there
What?
fighting.
You need to stop that.
Hey, man, I'll make his money. He only has so much time.
When
man.
like, I guess like but Jake Paul is like the headliner for your
is the
sport.
headliner now.
It's
That's
so bad.
That'd be like Mr. Beast crossing people up on the NBA court. You'd be like, this isn't.
New
This is
man won.
He's a new white chocolate.
The new professor.
the new Pistol Pete. Just like, oh no, this is not good for the sport.
I'm not a
Yeah,
fan
man.
of the Paul brothers, but I mean, they're very athletic,
putting meat in
and
the
they
sauce,
found a way
yeah.
to do it.
But look
They
who
look like
fight.
they could beat the shit out of
Look who they
people.
fight.
No, he's
the only
doing his
talented
best.
fighter that they played was a Floyd Mayweather, and that was it.
No, but it's beyond boxing. Like the fact that they're in WWE and shit.
They're
Like,
everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
How many Paul brothers are there now?
Two.
Okay.
6.
It's always-
yeah, I
It's
just
6.
assumed- I
It's like
just
Nah,
they're
man,
like the
we don't need
Wayans
it
brothers.
anymore.
It's like
no, we don't need the Pauls to be the Wayans.
I thought they were just like gremlins. They get wet. Yeah.
Now it's 8 more Pauls.
Oh man. Thank God that's not the case.
A couple fans reached out and they thought it was nice that we talked about UFC for a little bit.
Yeah.
I will try to keep you personally in the know about boxing fights that are coming up.
Yeah, I love boxing. Like I grew up watching both boxing and when UFC came along, UFC. It hit a point with UFC where I was like,
Boxing is one of the few things where Martin comes out.
yeah, the boxing is just like that. I watched football and boxing with my dad. Football, basketball, boxing. with my
Speaking of USC, y'all see Sean Strickland?
I didn't do it.
Jordan, your mom.
I will.
No.
First, let me put a caveat, and then I'll just tell the conclusion to that story since Jordan wants to bring it up. But caveat: Sean Strickland is a dumb man.
Well, we knew that.
We knew that, and
knew
we've said it
that.
several times. But his grandpa was literally
The Ku Klux Klan member?
Yeah.
That's supposed to
He's currently homophobic.
And let me.
shocker. An old white man is a former member of the
His
Ku Klux
grandpa
Klan?
is the one that.
Oh, Strickland.
Strickland said some homophobic shit this week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I
He
can
did.
also
Well,
believe that.
I just want to build
Well,
it
his
up.
dad's a Ku Klux Klan
Let me
member.
build up to that
Okay.
kind of thing. So, yes, his dad is a Ku Klux Klan member.
Yeah. What do you expect?
His mom and dad are both drug addicts.
goes on brand. It's on brand. All
So they're,
of
from, so they're from
thus
Appalachia.
far.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
They're actually
all
from
this-
Anaheim.
Hey,
That fits too. That's on brand too. Yeah.
get on out here, boy. I got something to tell you.
So if it comes to fighting, he's pretty good. If it comes to his opinions on almost anything, very bad.
Pretty bad.
Of course.
Not
Yeah.
pretty bad. It's fucking terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I don't watch it anymore.
Be surprised. Be surprised. An MMA fighter is a great fighter, but he start talking. Yes, I do the physics.
Yeah, no, that's
Actually,
that
I was about to
not a
say.
UFC fighter.
I was about to say Kimura Usman is actually very
love that
well
guy.
rounded
I do love
and
that guy,
a good. Yeah, he's smart.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, when the Kobe Covingtons came in, I'm like, now I gotta go
Kobe Covington is a boring fighter, and he lost to a kickboxer named Leon Edwards.
because he sucks, but he
Yeah.
talks a lot of shit, and it's just he's like he sparked some shit to where other fighters were like, I guess, yeah, that works.
But I will say, in conclusion, because we built up that whole narrative to the fight, it was very back and forth. There was nothing conclusive. Sean Strickland does think he was robbed because he got headbutted in the face.
It's fine. It's MMA.
Headbutting isn't legal.
It should be.
I don't think it was that back and forth because I think the South African, I was gonna say the African dude,
I mean,
but the
you're
South
accurate.
African guy did more to win that fight. There
Yes.
was not much back and forth to go for, and I don't know why they said he's robbed. He took him down multiple times. So yeah,
If the striking is basically 50-50, because that's kind of how I saw
striking
it.
was 50-50.
And then the South African has 3 takedowns. He wins the match. That's just kind of my dumb brain of seeing
He
that.
called him African American.
He's not American.
He just called him African. Oh my god.
He's African. He's from South Africa.
Sorry, I just can't wrap my head around that. Just like, he's African? No, he's South African. Oh, okay. This is what JJ's telling me on the side. I said, oh, okay, fair. I was like, oh,
Well, he is fair.
I just couldn't wrap my head around it. But sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I mean, if you want to find out really depressive things, just research why the Belgians were in Africa.
Oh God.
And that's why he lives there his entire life.
Wow. I would
History.
definitely do that.
Yeah, it's not fun.
But yeah,
No, there's no joke to be made. The Belgians were terrible.
Yo, Belgians are awful.
Can we talk about the Detroit Lions
Yeah,
now?
no shit. That's the easiest transition from shitty Belgians.
Well,
is the Detroit
before we
Lions.
talk about the
Sure.
Detroit Lions,
just
before we talk about the Detroit
Why am I
Lions,
always right?
you can't be scared to talk about controversial things. But anyway, square one, the Packers, the trajectory.
Yes.
I would
Oh,
say.
yeah, can I get on the thing?
But
About
this is where we're about. But I just want to say one comment real quick,
Yeah.
which is just kind of everybody but the Bills this week that lost was playing with house money.
Yes.
The Bucks did
went
not.
weird.
The Bucks went further than they thought they did. They can
Man,
hang
I
their
was
hats
proud-
and
I
be
was proud of Baker.
Yeah,
I was proud of him.
He played himself to a $40-50 million contract
Yep,
next year.
what, 3
Yeah,
touchdowns?
I agree.
Yeah,
He's going to disappoint some team terribly.
he's gonna be paid.
Yeah, that's right.
The Texans did not expect to make it this far. You kept arguing that they shouldn't
So
be
look, I
in
didn't
A
show
tier.
up. I didn't show up here. I knew they were gonna get the brakes beat off,
Good night.
which was okay. Which was I was okay with that because that was a good lesson.
But wait,
for
but
us.
I think that a lot of these teams were unexpected.
They were.
Especially the
Which-
Packers.
That's what I'm
Especially
saying,
Texans,
and that's why we're
yeah.
gonna turn to the Packers. I will say just very quickly, the Bills were not playing with house money.
No,
This was
they're cursed.
Their window's closed.
They're cursed. They're
Yeah.
done. Yeah,
But now to the Packers.
yeah.
Go on, sir.
I didn't know that they were a thing. Like,
Oh.
because they've been so just.
Where you been?
They'll lose games, they'll win games, and I'm not. My team's blowing the fuck up
they
out of
finished-
nowhere. So all my focus.
They
is this
finished the
season.
regular season strongly.
Yeah, did they
Yes.
win to their division?
No, because
No,
the
they
Lions
didn't.
did.
Lions got
Oh,
it.
that's right. I forget the
So-
Lions are in that division.
But they beat the brakes off the Lions.
right Thanksgiving Day,
Yeah.
right?
I remember
Yes,
that.
on Thanksgiving, yes.
Yeah, no, they
in
beat
Detroit.
some good teams, and I remember like early on, like even though Jordan Love would have like 175 yards, you have like 3 touchdowns.
Can I just
Weird
say,
shit like that.
expectations wise, like he was strong in the season, right?
He had some off games.
He did.
He had a lot of off games.
He
at
had
the
a
beginning.
lot of off games.
But week nine,
that's what took me off guard.
it was just a whole different story.
Oh yeah,
The real thing was that I think they can hang their hat on is not the Cowboys game. Is that they almost beat the 49ers in
Yeah.
San Francisco. I can hang my hat on that.
I
If
was-
yeah.
I was
That
pleasantly
means, yeah.
we were at the bar
Yeah.
and I saw that game, and when he threw across his body back to them, I said, "You,
it's Aaron Rodgers. He looks like Aaron Rodgers.
God damn,
Well, that
why
was
would you
like,
do
young
that?"
Aaron
That was the. So we met up, by the way, warehouse. Pretty legit, actually, place to hang out.
Kind of pointy-ish.
Yeah. There's no windows. But
I'm not there for sun. I'm there for drinks and football.
there's pool tables too. But
okay.
Even better.
I will say that I thought it was like when he threw across his body, Jordan was quick to call that out and be like, that's a rookie mistake that he won't make next year.
Yeah,
You
shit
can't
like
make that.
Oh no, that throw's going to haunt him.
No, he
Yeah, it's gonna
had
haunt
some
him.
weird throws
Because-
where I'm like, you got to fix that mechanics, man.
They played well.
yeah.
And when I saw that score 21, I was like, what, 21?
10 or
No.
12 or something like that.
No, it's because it was like 24. The last score, the final score was 24-20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I saw that they were up, I was just like, this man is about to upset another big ass team.
In the fourth quarter,
In the fourth
in the
quarter.
fourth quarter, I was like,
He played
the
them
Niners
to
are going
the
to
hill.
lose.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did too. I was
I
like,
thought
Lights
the Niners
out.
are going to fuck this up because I still
lucked out.
I still think the Niners are going to choke.
They
I do believe
survived.
so,
Yeah.
too.
But I was like, are they about to choke even sooner than I thought?
I was gonna say as we were watching the game, I was like, dude, what the fuck happened? Because I missed the first quarter
Yeah.
getting set up, and then you were like, oh, Debo's gone. I'm like, one Horcrux.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, here's the thing, though. Here's
That's
the thing.
true.
Can I
You
just
get-
say
they
this?
still make it.
They ran the ball so well against the 49ers.
That's the
which
next
was
Horcrux.
surprising.
Oh no, Aaron Jones is the only person to run for over 100. I could think
Yeah.
against this
Because
defense.
Aaron
I
Jones
think the
played very
49ers
well.
defense is garbage. Just be honest here.
Really?
I think, here's what I think. I think Nick Bosa is good to a certain extent, but he is not that great. I also think Chase Young is pretty decent to a certain extent.
Not that great. I
And
agree.
Not that
I
great.
agree with that.
I believe, and that secondary,
Yeah.
is trash
No,
too.
secondary's
They're
garbage.
about-
It's garbage.
You know, their strength is linebackers.
Their strength is linebackers. I love their linebackers.
And who set D'Amico set that linebacker
Absolutely.
core up. And now he's
Absolutely.
gone like that linebacker
And
core is going to fall off.
They're about to play maybe the best offensive line
Pretty
in the
much.
league
Oh,
next.
no.
Pretty much.
I'm picking the Lions.
I am too.
For sure, yeah.
Spoiler alert. But
Yes.
49ers,
Yeah.
oh, you know what? I don't know. I think the 49ers will still win that game. Close. But
If they won, it wouldn't surprise
And
me.
I
know.
would go out on a limb and say Dan Campbell is a better coach than Kyle Shanahan.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think that whoever comes out of the NFC East, regardless if it's Kansas City, regardless if it's Baltimore, the AFC is going to win the championship.
Oh, absolutely. It's
Ain't
not a
no
doubt
way in the
about
world
it.
the 49ers
If it's Baltimore,
win.
most definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if it's Baltimore, no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
You know what Lamar's record is against the NFC? It's like
Hell,
20 and
Lamar's
1.
playoff
I know.
record
Yeah,
is terrible.
absolutely. He has
He already
torn.
got past that hump.
Look, no,
it's all uphill after
The
that.
two teams that's in the NFC now, he done torched
Dude,
their
he
ass.
torched
Like,
the fuck
come
out
on.
of him. He beat the brakes off of San Francisco.
The Raven-
No, he beat the brakes
That's
off
when
the
I was
Lions.
like, I was like, if it's the Super Bowl is San Francisco, Baltimore, this is not even going to be a thing.
So we
Like,
had a Ravens fan in this chat. I'm not sure who they were
Yeah.
at this
Oh,
point.
I remember this.
And they were just like, the Ravens are going to be trash this year. All their safeties are hurt. And I was
told
like,
doesn't matter.
cool. And I picked against them for a couple
Yeah.
times. I saw the first game I saw of the Ravens was them spank the 49ers. And I was like,
Let me tell you
this
when I
team
knew
is
we were
legit.
fucked. Let me tell you when I knew we were fucked. When they interviewed like some Ravens players and they're like, look, man, yeah, we've been off. Look, we got this. It's done.
Oh, it's Ricardo.
Like, it's over. Like we are, and then somebody was like, "This team is so locked in." It's
But that
not even
defense,
funny.
that defense
That
put a
Roquan's-
beating on Brock Purdy.
Yeah,
They put a
Roquan Smith
beating
is
on him.
ridiculous,
Like, that
man.
defense is
Roquan
good.
Smith
When-
is scary
Underrated.
as
I
fuck.
remember-
Seriously underrated.
I remember when that Ravens fan in the chat said, "Oh,
Ricardo.
Okay." He was like, "Yeah,
Call him out by name.
If Ricardo, when you were like, "Oh, we're decimated by injuries," I told you to shut the hell up because the Ravens are always relevant.
they're ready.
and always good.
They're always ready.
As beat up as you always are, you guys
It
are
never
always
doesn't
good.
matter. It's the weirdest.
You're in my division. I know you, man.
Yeah, no shit. Like it doesn't matter with
No.
that squad, man. They are frightening. And it was like, CJ Stroud's beat, no team that he's played twice, has he lost to the second time around. I'm like, he's losing to this one.
Oh, yeah, there's no way.
Like, but I was okay because I'm like, no, this is a good learning experience. I know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
to fix next season.
But-
You need a running game, please.
Boy.
And like, yeah,
To get back to everything.
perfect. And I'm rooting for them.
But
I'm
to
rooting
get back
for
to
the
everything, we talk about the Packers, right? We should say the same thing about the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like they're equvalent to that.
Yeah,
And
it's the
they-
AFC
opinion.
version.
Look,
Yeah.
they didn't play. I mean, granted, they played against Baltimore, which is
Yeah.
the best team in the NFL.
Yeah.
But to get to where they were,
Dude, they shouldn't have
Now?
been there. It was a weird season.
it was a weird
It was
season.
a weird
but
fucking
CJ
season.
Stroud to me is not playing like a rookie.
No. That dude's look. As someone who follows that team and follows, like I've heard all the press that he's different. He really is fucking.
And I will
different.
say that I think that D'Amico Ryans is a perfect head coach for him because that is a mentor.
It's the first time in our franchise where like the coach and the quarterback have met to where like, oh no, you can win the Super Bowl.
Oh,
with
yeah.
these two.
Yes.
And so that's where we are now, which is we've never been before, and it's odd. And I'm like, honest to God, it sounds strange. I kind of didn't want them to win this. I'm like, no, it sounds weird. No, it sounds weird.
Tanking work skirts.
Listen, no, look, if they would have won, I would have been like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go right ahead. But no, them losing, I was like, if they lose to the Ravens, I'm okay with that.
Stop rooting against your team.
I'm not rooting against them. I'm realistic, Gertz. I'm a
I think-
Houston fan.
I think they have made a fan out of me. Both Packers and Houston made a fan out of me, and I hope they actually do well next year.
Yeah, I did. Man, I'm rooting for Jordan Love.
I'm rooting for-
I didn't like all that shit the way they were linking Jordan Love and CJ Stroud together. I'm like, no, CJ's been doing it all year.
Yeah.
See, Jordan just came on, but I get the narrative. But like, no, man, the future's so fucking bright. They have a ton
Absolutely.
of cap space.
I like that Jordan Love showed the Packers don't need Aaron Rodgers at all.
oh no, he made. Aaron
Well,
Rodgers look
that's why
terrible,
I was
which
okay
love
with the
too.
Yeah.
where we were last week when we had all those teams. I was like, anybody but the 49ers wins, I'm okay with. I'm okay with Lamar breaking
Yep.
his curses.
Yeah, I was fine with it.
I'm good with Jordan Love just being like, hey, we made the right choice moving on from Aaron Rodgers.
Yep. I mean, I still think
I
they
love
proved
that.
that.
like that
because-
narrative, and also, oddly, I do want Odell Beckham Jr. to win another Super Bowl.
I'm okay with that.
But
I
here's the
really-
point.
I don't know
Here's-
why.
but here's
I
the
do.
thing.
I want they do
The
to
thing
win.
about the Packers is that they started late or they got hot late.
Yeah.
They did.
But that team didn't really change. They lost one player. I think they lost the dude from the Jets.
Yeah.
The,
Yeah.
Lazard. Lazard, whatever.
Lazard.
Lazard. That's right.
Lazard. It's French. Lazard. So they lost Lazard. Right. They lost
French, we go
Lazard, but that team still remained the same. They still had the same running backs, had good wide receivers. I think that's what you need around Jordan Love. And I think it took a while for him to get
everything
confident.
that wasn't added by like Jordan. Aaron Rodgers took away like shit like that, and so it was really just this young ass team that had everything Aaron Rodgers had. The youngest teung in the NFL. Houston was the second youngest team. So it's like I love that. I love the fact that like you're gonna have to put these two teams are on. You're on notice now. They're gonna be building from here,
absolutely,
and they're gonna be a problem for you going forward.
Their roster is not as good as San Francisco's.
No, not even close, man.
And
not
they,
even remotely
and they were giving
close.
them everything they could handle.
So-
Kyle Shanahan's a fraud, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we know feel that way.
This was supposed to
They're
be.
not, they're not going to
But
win a
was
Super
is
Bowl.
Deebo
That makes
Samuel
you feel
that
better.
entire offense?
No, well, we have discussed that there's 3 Horcruxes that the San Francisco 49ers have.
Yeah.
It's Purdy, C-Mac,
McCaffrey.
and Debo. And if you take away 2 of them, the
done.
49ers
They're done.
lose that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Well, they had
Debo's
C-Mac,
out.
Of course, yeah. Debo's out
He's out.
completely. But I just say,
one
like,
more left.
You can
how did they struggle?
Yeah,
They should have.
Ayuk is fine.
I thought that they should have easily beat the 49ers. I mean, not the 49ers, the Packers. They have a better
easily.
roster
It
than
should
the
have been a
Packers.
blowout. Yeah,
they
it
should have
should have been a blowout.
So how did they struggle once Debo
They
Samuel
lost
was
a
hurt?
third of their power.
They are frauds. Yeah. Look, man, the beautiful thing I saw this weekend, and the thing that I like what you were saying, like whoever wins the AFC is winning the Super Bowl. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Because I saw the Final Four AFC quarterbacks and I saw the Final Four NFC quarterbacks. It was a vast difference. To where I'm like, and I'm very proud to see my guy there. But I honestly, in the future, I could see C.J. Stroud being there for a while.
Kittle-
I could see Burrow being there. I could
Kittle
see all
is
these
cool,
dudes being
but
there.
he's he's not the top
He
weapon.
gets hurt too much.
He does. He's injury prone. Huh?
They asked about Kittle. What about Kittle? I was like, Kittle is good, but he's not like important.
He's there when you need him.
I think he's pretty damn good.
Yeah, he's
I
there when
think he
you
is.
need him.
I think he's the NFC's version of Travis Kelce.
He's a great value
Honestly,
Travis
yeah,
Kelce.
I see that too. Yeah, he's a poor man's
a
Travis
safety. He's a
Kelce.
safety blanket.
He
Yeah.
is.
He's a safety blanket.
I like
but if
Ayuk.
they're going down to their safety blanket, they're not going to win that game.
To me,
Fair.
Ayuk is part of the Horcruxes too. Because if you don't
Who?
have Debo or Ayuk, you're done.
I don't believe in Ayuk because
Really?
that's because I had him in fantasy.
Really? Oh,
okay.
That's what does it. Yeah,
I was gonna
I
say,
had Jordan
Ayuk's
Love in
really
fantasy.
good.
I get it.
Yeah.
Like it's like I don't fucking like you.
I
I
was
had
gonna say-
Ayuk in fantasy, and he never really did too much. But I mean,
thought
what was you saying?
I just said I think Ayuk's really good.
I
think he is.
I don't play
Yeah.
fantasy though, so
But
I don't have
I'm
Marco's perspective on him.
I expect San Francisco to win that game, and they just disappointed me the way they played.
No,
It's just like
they shouldn't
yes,
have
they are
confidence.
frauds. I do believe that is truly, which I get why you picked the Lions.
Yeah.
because they are big.
They
frauds.
shouldn't
Hayden
have-
Hutchinson is going to break dance on Brock
He's- I
Purdy's
love
course.
Aiden Hutchinson. And you know what I love most is that Jacksonville passed on Aiden Hutchinson to get Trevor. Come on, it's the dumbest fucking franchises, man. I
And
love
wait,
my
did
division.
they sack Jordan Love? They didn't sack Jordan Love this whole game, right?
That's a good question.
Oh,
I don't know if they
I
did.
don't know if they did.
yeah, that
I
tells you.
was late by a quarter, so I don't.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think they did. I
If
think
they
maybe
didn't do
they
that,
got
if
one.
they didn't do that, then why you signed Chase Young?
Yeah, that should be that's a double threat. You got motherfuckers. You got them both coming off of both sides. That should be scary, and it's not really that scary.
Overrated.
I agree. I do. I hope they lose. I'm not a.
There's
I'm
somebody
rooting
on
for- I'm
YouTube
rooting
that
for
drags
defense.
us all the time
They're gonna-
because they think that because we've been talking about the 49ers collapse all year.
It was
And-
inevitable.
Yeah, and they're like, and he's like this make believe collapse that's going to happen. And I'm
No,
like,
Well, you
no,
said-
That's
no,
gonna
fuck
happen.
that. No,
It's going to
God,
happen.
no, I already said it.
It's
What
gonna
did I
happen
say?
again.
NFC Championship, Super Bowl, they will collapse. They will make it far. They'll make it far. They always do. The teams are built for that.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm worried about my team because they go by the same system. But it's like, no, they'll make it far, but they will collapse
So
because they
here's
just
my
can't
question.
sustain.
At what point do the 49ers looking at firing Kyle Shanahan?
That's a good
If they don't win a Super Bowl this year, they should fire him.
says you, but they won't.
I've been saying they should fire him for years.
But you know why they won't? Because he made it to a NFC Championship.
Yeah, like the issue with Kyle Shanahan, he's like a Sean McDermott. He's only going to get you to a certain point.
He is, but that point is so high, it makes it very
But
confusing.
this
as to
is
when
the
they let him
Niners,
go.
though. They have 5 Super Bowls. This isn't like a woebegone franchise.
It's not. It's a legacy. It's a
Yeah,
dynasty. Like
yeah.
It took them a while to rebuild, but
Franchise.
when they got there, they got there. But
Yeah.
the question is, I think they're going to give him another year.
Oh, they're
they're
they'll
going
give him
to.
They're
multiple
going to give him
years.
another
Up to
year.
me, he'd
It'll
already
take
gone.
to me. It'll take
Yeah.
a while before they're like, oh well, we should maybe move
Yeah.
on. But like the thing about when you fire head coach Tennessee is the grass greener.
Right.
Like, are you going to find a better coach? And are you going to find a coach that can get you to a NFC
this
championship
is the
and a Super Bowl repeatedly?
I was
like
gonna say
Kyle
this
Shanahan
is
can?
the golden year though, where there's so many good coaches out. That
Yeah.
Man, and people are hiring Brian Callahan,
Mike Vrabel.
It's weird as fuck, and Gerard Mayo.
Mike Vrabel in San Francisco. Like right away.
Him in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Right now.
Because
I can see that.
Kyle Shanahan is such an old man. He does not adapt his
No.
play calling at all.
He has an old man's mentality.
So wait, so wouldn't it be crazy if they hired Jim Harbaugh again?
Oh man, that would be nuts.
I would love that. I would
Wouldn't
love
that
the
be
fuck-
crazy?
He
That
won't
would be
do
If
it,
you
but I
think
would
about
love
that,
the fuck out
I
of
think
that.
Jim Harbaugh. You know,
Brings Kaepernick back.
oh my god! Oh, what a time to be alive! If that shit
Just him
happens.
on the sideline drinking milk.
What
Taking a
time to
knee
be-
while doing
What a time to be alive!
That reminds me of like the rumor that was spreading about the Raiders hiring Chucky back because it's like, well, we're paying him
That was
already.
Weird. That was a really weird
Should
rumor.
hire him to clean the toilets and nothing else.
Like, well, why though? That doesn't make any logical
I think he's
sense.
still friends with the owner. I think
I
that's
think
about
he is
it.
too, actually. But Jared Goff is going to kick the Niners. I think he is too.
I think
Well,
it's going to be a great
believe it.
game. Look, both games are going to be
You
great.
seen how Jared Goff plays when you can't reach him?
To me, Jared Goff
Like, we
could
can't
end up
reach
being
him.
the
He-
next Eli Manning.
Oh,
of, like,
TJ also gave me the
Playoff
other note.
golf?
It just wasn't about Josh Allen. Still doesn't believe in golf.
of course, he
A
does.
Super Bowl appearing
I-
quarterback.
that's why I want
Have
him
you
to
seen
win.
Goff's playoff record compared to fucking
No, his
Dak's?
playoff record's stupid.
It's really fucking
Yeah,
impressive.
that's why I said like he needs to be known as kind of like an Eli type.
He's like
He
5-1 in the
Yeah, he
playoffs.
switches up,
and his one loss is a Super Bowl.
But yeah, I think this is probably where the 49ers may come up and be like, we're going to get a couple of sacks on
I
Jared
can
Goff
see them
around.
winning. I can see them winning the
But
game.
I can see Detroit going up in there and busting them in the mouth.
I can see that.
I think
too.
Dan Campbell will tackle Brandon
guys,
Ayuk before that.
At this point,
Bite his kneecap.
all we're doing is we have not fully just jumped in, but we're already putting our toes in the water about
Yeah.
the next two games. So we're going to go to a quick commercial break, come back with our regular scheduled topics.
All right, though.